Hello gang, welcome to the Adrel Show. How's everyone doing out there? Well, first of all, thank you to everyone who is joining the stream live. This is, as I said, the Adrel Show. So today's stream, we're going to be doing a bit more of what we tend to do on Mondays and Wednesdays. Unfortunately, we didn't have a Monday stream this week due to just some personal issues. So apologies for that. However, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 4 p.m. my time, which is whatever time it is in your time zone right now, we go live. Now, the thing I was trying to say is that for today's stream, we're basically going to be going through a bit more. We're going to spend a little bit more time on the Radiant Echoes, the War Within launch event. Sort of go through how good it is for leveling, because it's extremely quick to level, especially after the changes Blizzard made. We looked at some of the changes on Friday's stream, although there weren't really patch notes for everything that they changed until then. We also figured out a couple of the other things, how a couple more things work. So we'll take a look at that. We'll also go through some of our gold making routines on a bunch of our different alts. You know, what we're doing with professions right now. I'm still bringing in a healthy amount of gold. I think it was either on Friday's stream or on Wednesday or last Wednesday's stream that we finally hit. We overshot 30 million gold and ended up at 30,250,000 gold. I think we're even up to like 30.5 million gold right now, which is amazing because my gold for my gold goal for the War Within was to have a war chest of around 30 million gold ready to go. Give me 1 second. I'm just realizing that our chat box is not showing up correctly for some reason, so I'm just gonna try and see if we can get that fixed real quick. There we go. That seems to have done it. All right, so sorry about that. As usual, if there aren't technical issues, is it really the Adrel Show? In any case, thank you so much everyone who's watching live. If you are watching live, drop a message in chat. Let me know it's up. Let me know if you guys are interested in what I plan on covering, or if there's anything else you want me to look into, right? But primarily, this stream we're going to be looking at the Radiant Echoes event. I haven't logged on to any of these characters since reset. I don't think. Well, I may have logged into one or two here or there, but I haven't really done much since the reset. So there's a bunch of weekly things that we need to do. The other thing that I did miss mentioning is that I do also want to take a look at gearing, right? How much effort does it really take to complete some of the other activities that give you gear? You will get at least one piece of guaranteed 493 eye level gear per character that you take to the Radiant Echoes event off of the first boss that they kill. Beyond that, you have a small chance from the sub events, but also now from the boss. Previously, the boss was always dropping a piece of loot, right? A warband bound piece of loot that what do you call it? That you could use on another one of your characters. It seems like since they made the changes to how often the bosses respawn and all that good stuff, they have kind of nerfed that a bit. On the flip side, I'm not sure if this is how it worked before, but now the sub events also have a chance to give you gear. Overall, with the increase in the currency that you get, I would assume that you're probably going to be on average going to be able to get more gear than you would prior to the changes, but I'm not 100% certain on that, and so I definitely want to check that out, see whether that is the case. And that aside, I want to see if there's any other sort of low-hanging fruit, right? Things that we can get for our alts to also get them either 480 or higher pieces of gear. I mean things like the bullion, right? The antique bronze bullions that give you higher eye level gear, as well as, you know, if there's any other easy sources of flight stones and crests. I know the Dream Surge event, and I want to say the Time Rift event as well, give you eye level 467 gear. There may be some cases in which that's kind of worth it for a given character, right? Depending on what our other gear sources are and whether or not we think that character will benefit from that piece of gear. Similarly, the bronze bullions also, I want to say give you eye level 493 or maybe even eye level 502. I may be mistaken there though. Let's see if we can pull that up real quick. Not the War Within. We want to look at Dragonflight. Vault of the Incarnate's Raid Finder loot is that seems to be lower eye level, but I believe maybe if it's 480, then arguably we're just as good picking up the gear that we get from the event, right? The warband wide or like warband equipped gear that we get from the event, because that does drop at eye level 480. There doesn't appear to be a cap on how many of those you can get to drop, and for that, it's just a matter of how many characters you can get in the sub events and how many characters you can get through the boss, as well as how much of the currency you spend, right? Let's see if the antique bronze bullion. You know what? I usually try not to go on Wowhead while we're on stream, but to answer this question, I feel like we might as well. Because it will start to matter as to whether or not we need to use it to gear up our alts. I'm not super concerned with necessarily gearing all my alts to the max, just because of the fact that I don't really plan on doing any content with them as such. The main thing I plan on doing is just making the journey to level 80 in the War Within a little bit easier. And so the higher eye level we can get our alts to, you know, the more they'll outgear a lot of the early zones, and the quicker we'll be able to get them through early War Within content. My understanding is with an average eye level of like 490 or so, 480 to 490, they shouldn't have to replace any gear until about level 75, which means everything before that we're now outgearing, you know, most of the quest mobs. We may be able to solo rares and things like that, which will just help us level a little bit quicker, considering I plan on having at least about 40 alts that I plan on taking into the War Within, right? I really do want to try and make it as easy as possible to level those characters up as far as I need to get them in the War Within. And we didn't quite have time for it on Friday's stream, which was more focused on the beta. But let's see how we're going on today's stream. Let's see what chat wants to do as well. But we may also hop over to the beta realms today. Usually I try to keep beta stuff for Fridays, but hey, like I keep saying, I'm mainly here for you guys. So if you are watching live, let me know in the chat if you'd be more keen on seeing exactly how decently geared you need to be to really push into the War Within. My understanding is that you can definitely get the professions, like you can learn professions at level 68. So having our characters at level 70 is already 2 levels ahead of what they need to be, strictly speaking. That said, there may be some other things that we unlock at level 70 or at level 75 or at level 80, like related to profession quests or to gold making in some other way. Heck, maybe even just delves or something like that, right? There may be some other benefits that we get as a goblin at level 80 that I just haven't really figured out yet. And so I do need to test that out on the beta, but we'll see whether we do it on stream or not. Like I said, we'll definitely be checking it out on Friday's stream. But if you guys are interested in seeing that on today's stream, let me know in the chat, and we can spend some time tinkering around there. All right, it looks like the event completion percentages definitely do seem to be a lot slower now. I think a big part of that is that a lot more often people are just sort of showing up and kind of AFKing. Not gonna lie, I was kind of guilty of that until a second ago. But the events being constantly up, I think, is a huge win of a change, right? We covered some of the changes that they made on Friday's stream. But I think it's overall the event feels a lot better, and it's definitely a lot more fun to participate in right now. Did we give them our brew? I think we did. In any case, I think trying to talk and do things at the same time isn't working out super great right now. So I am going to be what I just criticized and just park this character here for a second. Do we have the quest for this zone? We do. Remembered Firelord. All right. Let's go ahead and pop up in the second account here, as it were, as well. And of course, we are multi-boxing as always, but entirely within the terms of service, in that we are manually clicking through and manually doing everything, manually alt-tabbing, right? You'll see me alt-tabbing on stream all the time. Yeah, we're completely within the terms of service. I just want to clarify on that point, because I know some people get a little bit concerned at times, or people feel some kinds of ways about multi-boxers, and I am, of course, completely within the terms of service in terms of everything that I do. So I just wanted to make sure that we've reiterated that point. All right, antique bronze bullions. We were looking up what eye level we get with that. And does it mention here? Because the items look like the 441, which I know isn't true. Does it? Are these tooltips more effective? Does it say it anywhere here? I want to say it's normal mode gear that we get, which is also interesting because the other thing I want to idly do, well, so I should probably start off by saying one of the other lovely changes that they've made is that all of the gear that you get from the Radiant Echoes event, so that's the eye level 493 that you're guaranteed once per week per character from killing one of the bosses, as well as the eye level 480 pieces that you pick up, either that you have dropped for you during these mini events or that you just buy off of the vendor. In both of those cases, you can now throw them into the catalyst, right? Into the, what is it? Catalyst converter? Cataclysm converter? You can throw them into the catalyst and convert them into tier pieces. Now that is huge because of the fact that I really only have tier pieces in Dragonflight for monks. I haven't really done too much other content, right? So the tier sets, let's hop over to Dragonflight here. Is this actually the current set that we get? I feel like that in and of itself may be inaccurate, but basically we can now convert all of, as long as we get all 5 of these slots, we can use the catalyst converter to not only, get the tier bonuses for each individual class, but we can also ensure that we unlock the transmog for each of those, right? And I've historically not been a huge transmog collector. Like, I will try and pick up transmog if I can, but I'm not going to go out of my way to like farm up transmog. Remix kind of changed that for me. With Remix, I just ended up naturally having enough currency to buy all of everything. And in the past as well, the only times I have actually farmed for items has been when we've, when there have been tier sets that I like the look of. So for instance, I don't know why, but tier 2, and when I say tier 2, I mean vanilla tier 2 sets have always been the most iconic for me, and so that's the only one that I've ever actually tried to like farm up. Beyond that, I've picked up a couple PvP sets here and there, right? Because they were simple enough to acquire with the honor pieces. Though now that we have a way that we can very easily sort of farm up, tier sets and tier piece bonuses, and not only will we get the bonus of having a tier set, like having the actual combat tier set bonus, but also unlocking the transmog for it, you can best believe that I'm going to be doing it on trying to unlock those sets for as many characters as I can. So it looks like this time around the boss did well. So we got 25 flight stones, which is nice. I don't think it's a great way to farm up flight stones, but right, every little bit helps because we can use those to upgrade the items on that character. We got 1,400 residual memories, which is nice that they buffed the drop rates on those. We got, where is it? We actually did get a warband bound trinket, which is kind of nice. I'm not sure how this sims relative to the other trinkets that we can get, but hey, it's a 480 trinket and it's warbound until equipped, so we can definitely throw this on one of our alts that needs a trinket. And we got this item. Now this is the most interesting item, and this is the item that I feel is the only one that I'm kind of like farming during this event, because this token of the Remembrancers will drop once per week per character. All right, and you get it from taking out one of the bosses, and they will drop this for your character. And this contains a piece of Champions gear, so we'll go ahead and open it for this for our main here. And this is an eye level 493 piece of gear. Now, it unlocks transmog, which is always nice. But more importantly, this item is soulbound. So unfortunately, even though we're on our main and our main has some 499 boots, we can't really do much with it. I will have to check if I have unlocked the, the tier appearance or the tier equivalent appearance for my character. Probably what I'm going to do at some point is just like run over to the catalyst and see whatever I can convert over. The thing to note is for any other classes, we may actually want to wait to convert them into the tier piece until we get them above, I want to say eye level 490. Let's see here. Yeah, once we get them to eye level 493 is when we want to throw them into the catalyst. The reason being is that way we'll unlock the appearances for not just the Raid Finder version, which is what the eye level 40 pieces will transform into, but we'll also, let's see if I have any of the pieces here that we've, Awakened Raid Finder, right? If we throw this into the catalyst now, we will unlock both the Raid Finder appearance as well as the normal mode appearance. I'm not sure if the base item has 2 different appearances. I don't believe it does, because of the fact that it's all got the Dalaran Defenders, appearances, right? Okay, let's go ahead and turn in this quest. And oh no, I think we missed the boss on this guy. All right, so let's just park him there. We turned in the quest. We got another 3,000 residual memories there. Now, overall, I actually don't know how many residual memories I have in all across both of my accounts, potentially 3 accounts, because I have been using my starter account sometimes to run the event just for, well, prior to the changes, which is, I'm not sure if I mentioned this. I know I mentioned it last stream, but it bears repeating. They've now changed the what used to be the weekly quest to take out each of the bosses from being a weekly quest. It's now instead a daily quest, and instead of being able to complete it on every single character, it's instead once per account, which is also not a terrible thing because it just means that you need to, I mean, you can do the event on whichever character you want after you've done it once to get the your eye level 493 piece of gear. Now, one thing to note is that there isn't really a great way in game of tracking whether or not you've looted your token of the Remembrancers for the week. And I may be mistaken here if you are watching live and you know better, or if you are watching the video on demand later on and you want to leave a comment letting me know, please do. But essentially the only way I've figured out to check whether or not I've looted this on a given character, that chest that gives you the eye level 493 piece of gear, is basically by either using a macro. Let me see if I have that macro handy. I actually had to ask someone else to create it for me on the WoW head page. But let's come over to the comments here, and we'll come down to my comment. And yeah, here we go. So someone was kind enough to put together this little macro for me. And yeah, you can definitely use this macro. I think I have chat open somewhere. Let's just drop in chat here for anyone else who's looking for the macro. Oh, my chat doesn't want to agree with me. Technical issues. The Adrel show. That's the whole reason we watch. It's the only reason I can imagine anyone actually watching my stream is because they just don't have enough technical issues in their lives, and so I'm happy to be here for them. In any case, I'll drop the command in chat if I can get my freaking chat to work. And actually, while I'm getting that to refresh, I'm just gonna grab my water bottle real quick. Give me 10 seconds. All right, we have water, we have fruits, we have protein shake. We have a protein shake, rather. Am I gonna have to? Okay, I don't know why chat's not working. If you are, I'm gonna try one other tool that I usually use to have chat on my computer, because otherwise I have it running on my iPad here. Where are we here? Okay, in any case, hopefully I'll remember to put it in the description of the video. If you are watching live and you do need the Need the message art. I'm gonna try it one more time, and if this doesn't work, boom. Okay, we got that in the chat. So that's great if you're, you know, if you only have a couple of characters that you're gonna check out, and that is what it is. But if you're anything like me, you probably have where is it? What's the thing we're looking for? Oh, jeez. Token of the Remembrancers. Jeez. Okay. So, if you're anything like me and you're running it on a whole bunch of alts, right? It's not really scalable to like log on to each character and to check, you know, especially as you're coming up on reset, you want to make sure at a glance where everything is. And one of the best tools that I've found to manage things like this on alts is an add-on called Saved Instances, which is absolutely great because in a glance, you can basically check a bunch of different things on all of your different characters. You can check lockouts. It's very, very customizable. You can, you know, add different things you want to check. Weekly quests, which ones have we completed, which ones we haven't. You can check if they've completed, you know, I mean, these ones are slightly less relevant now because hopefully you're maxed out on your reputations for Dragonflight in any case. But if you haven't, you know, that's a good thing to do. But it'll also tell you things, you know, that are handy, like how many of the antique bronze bullions have you looted relative to your cap for that character. And the same goes for, you know, all of these other currencies. It just makes it easier to see them at a glance. But the thing we care about most right now is that if you come into the config menu, nope, won't let me drag that. You can expand it under saved instances, hit quest progresses, and then you can add in a custom quest. And for the token of the Remembrancers item, the quest ID that you need to be tracking is 84083. So I've dropped that in chat as well, if in case anyone's looking for that. But yeah, that's what I've found to be the best way to track it across all of your alts, to figure out who has gotten their 493 for the week and who hasn't, right? The other thing to note is that these are eye level 493 pieces of gear, but they're champions gear, so you can upgrade them a lot further. Now, whether or not you're going to be able to have enough crests for it is a different question all to itself, right? But at the very least, you know, you'll save yourself some gold and you'll unlock a normal mode appearance for your character by completing the quest at least once per week on each of your alts. So we'll do it on a couple of characters while we're on stream, and you know, see what other loot we can pick up along the way. And then we'll probably move on to doing something a little bit more interesting, because I doubt you guys are tuning in to watch me run an event repetitively on a bunch of different alts. But hey, I may be mistaken. It is what it is, right? And ideally, I would recommend participate in the events as much as possible. While you will still get a good bit of XP and a good bit of the currency, etc., for just being in the zone, I'm not gonna lie, right? I think you have a higher drop rate of the gear and the other things if you do actually participate. At least that's what I'm going to advise everyone to do. Okay, so I mean, and the other reason that you may want to do it is because if you're like me, you may suck at playing some of the classes that you've leveled up during the event. And so, hey, grinding mobs is always a great way of learning a class, right? I also find this one hilarious, that it's sort of a South Park reference, that you just have to grind a ridiculous amount of boars in order to in some cases level up, but at the very least to unlock better gear, right? Like that's kind of memey, that's kind of funny. Oh geez, we pulled two of them. It would be hilarious if these boars actually managed to take me out, because I only got like one of them to like half health, and now I'm fleeing from them, hoping to not die, and evidently not doing a great job of it. I wonder if now mirror image will just create more of me, whereas does ice block like drop threat, or is this guy still going to be aggroed on me by the time this ends? Jeez, see what I'm saying about not knowing how to play the class? I can't handle two mobs. Okay, there we go. Invisibility dropped contact. Dropped, what do you call it? Combat. Dropped contact. Oh, geez, of course. Of course, right after that, I run into another mob who's probably going to kill me. I don't know. Let's Frost Nova and let's see if we can blink our way out of trouble. But I'm just going to pull other ones who are going to charge at me as well. I may just have to take this death on the chin, which is not great. Not great. Would not recommend. All right, I've been meaning to change the hearth for this character back to Valdrakken for a bit, so might as well do that while we're here. Because every time I take them to an event, I remember right afterwards that I changed their Hearthstone to the Shadowlands Covenant Sanctuary for them, because I wanted to I wanted to farm some some of the Shadowlands mounts on this character, and so I was like, oh, if I set my hearth there, every time I hearth, I'll get something done, and then I can just like run back over to what do you call it, to Valdrakken, and then that hasn't worked out at all. So, all right, let's see if we can also research under fire is up, and on this character I actually do care about getting it done. We may do researchers under fire on this character real quick. So this is my Death Knight. My main alt is what I like to call him, and probably the second character I'm going to be taking into the War Within. I think he's also my second best geared character. So, in any case, if I care about farming gear on any of these characters, it's this guy for sure. And of course, we have a bunch of eye level 480 gear that is warbound that we haven't decided to equip on this character yet. What I've been saying on the stream throughout, and what I still hold true to, is that ideally, you may want to wait with not only buying, gear pieces for residual memories, but also in terms of equipping these warbound pieces, you may want to wait until later on in the event. The reason being that, first of all, there's a good to fair chance that little chest that gives you the eye level 493 piece of gear, right, drops a 493 version of the item that you were going to buy at eye level 480 in any case, or that you were going to equip on that character at eye level 480 as well, right? Neither would be great, because then you now have two of those pieces on one character that can't really do much with it. So you don't want to do that if you can at all avoid it. Oh, boom. We looted an indebted researcher's gift. That was good timing right there. That was good timing right there. Did we get... Oh, boom. Okay, we did get completion credit for this. This event has been super buggy for me on every other character that I've attempted to do it on. And I think that's because of the fact that I was previously trying to do it with war mode on. And I think my biggest takeaway from this event, even though I know this from trying to do other events in the past, is that you really do not want to be doing any sort of world event with war mode on. You will get 10% more bonus currency or whatever the heck it is, right? But it will also just make your life a nightmare, and it will take a lot longer to get anything done, because of the fact that most people who are actually running an event aren't doing it on with war mode on, right? Boom. Okay, we got some cloth bracers. Wow, 258% upgrade instead of the eye level 319 gear that we have equipped. But again, we'll wait to equip this because we have our token of the remembrancers, which we're going to open up, and there we go. We got a 493 chest piece, right? Thankfully, we haven't equipped another piece in that slot yet, so this character just got their normal mode appearance unlocked as well for free. And now, if I do have one of those chest pieces on another character somewhere, right, that they looted off of one of the bosses or anything like that, that's warbound, I won't need to use it up on this character, and I just saved myself a token, saved myself some currency, all that good stuff, right? So let's see if we can't get this tune over to the researchers under fire area real quick as well. And if any of you have been running any of these events on your alts, let me know. Have you been able to pick up any of the other last hurrahs? Because for me, it seems like it's bugged on all of my characters, and they are only able to get the last hurrah event for the Zaralek Caverns. They can't pick the Dream Seeds one, which is the one I would much rather do, because it's only tied to one like time locked event. Whereas for the what do you call it, the Zaralek Caverns one, they need to not only make it in time to get credit for the Researchers Under Fire event, but they also need to do the same exact thing for freaking the time rifts, right? Which is also like time gated. And so I would much rather, you know, just have to get them through a super bloom, and then they can do everything else at their own accord. I also don't love doing the secured shipment piece of things, like part of things. Let's see if we abandon this. Let's see if they've fixed anything. I tested it out earlier today, and I wasn't able to get it to work, but I'm hoping I can pick up the Emirsil quest. I think it may just still be bugged though, because it seems like it's just automatically picking that for us. I wonder if disabling add-ons will make a difference. Let's see if it does. Do we do it on a Droll or do we do it on Aghog? Let's do it on Aghog. A Droll already has pretty decent gear. Let's save this here. Yes, let's see what happens if we disable all add-ons, and let's reload the UI real quick. Let's see if that does actually fix the issue, and we're able to pick which of these stupid time limited events we're able to do. Oh, that was quick. No, it's just jumping straight to it, even without, in fact, with all the add-ons up, it was allowing us to sort of like pick through the thing. But no, it's just defaulting to this, and we've disabled all the add-ons, right? Yeah, we've disabled every single freaking add-on, so it's not an add-on issue. It's clearly something on Blizz's end, which is not great, to put it lightly. Jeez. All right, the Dream Surge isn't here. That's why this character was logged out here, by the way. It's because we were trying to do the Dream Surge. We need to get them over to Researchers Under Fire. Do we have the last Hurrah quest picked up? I don't think we do. Oh, I did also want to go through the Trial of Style. Let me know in the chat if we should spend some time on the Trial of Style now that we have unlocked more appearances for it. Can I not pick up the... Well, let's pick up this quest for sure. Ooh. I forgot that there's time walking this week. We also need to do things like freaking... we got to do all of our dang... Sweet free money. Heck yeah. Oh, this is, by the way, if in case you haven't been doing this, on every single one of your alts, you want to go to the last page of the suggested content, and there will be this quest that pops up. And basically, it happens, I think, over a matter of like 7 or 10 days, something like that. And you can basically pick up you get different amounts of gold for literally just opening up your little log thing. So definitely make sure you're doing that in all your alts. I think this final reward that we get, you get an achievement for it, first and foremost. But second of all, you also get a coin worth 100 gold. I think the other days give you like, it starts at 1 copper, then it goes to 1 silver, then it goes to 1 gold, then it goes to 10 gold, then it goes to 100 gold. So yeah, definitely do that as well. I mean, you can earn like 111 gold, right? Which is the kind of gold making tips that I'm sure you come to my channel to see. For more tips like this, check me out on YouTube, watch me live on Twitch. It's the only place you can figure out how to make 100 gold off of any of your alts. All right, what do we need to do? We needed to hearth back to Vile Draken so we can get both of these characters over to the Researchers Under Fire event, and we've picked up the quest here. Let's try and see if we can find a group, like a pre-made group for the Researchers Under Fire. Research. And we may not be able to. Hopefully the event is still up. I don't think it will be though. I don't think it will be. If no one else has got a group, it may just be the case that everyone's smashing it these days. Oh geez. Okay, it's bugged on this dude too, so let's not pretend like this is the other reason why I suck at playing a Warlock, is because I will switch on Burning Rush and forget that I have it on, and then either die just because of Burning Rush, or I'll die because of the fact that some mob will hit me and I will have like barely any health on my character. All right, where's this guy? We gotta unite him so that we can get this done. 5 time walking dungeons for a 493. Don't see myself really doing that on a whole bunch of characters. Did we not switch on? Why does it default to having that off? How much you want to bet it's not going to let me mount up on this tune? Yeah, sure enough. Sure enough. I feel like there's an add-on that's disabling the ride-along thing for me, or I'm just a conspiracy theorist, both of which are admittedly possible. Because I swear I switch this on like every single character every other day, and it never seems to work the first time I try it. But again, that may just be me being a moron. Let me know in chat if you think that's the case. And the other thing we want to do on all of our characters is pick up the Artisan's Medal, right? You get 150 of it per week per character. You can directly convert it into gold. It's not that hard. Have we picked up the researchers under Fire Quest on both of these characters? We have. So we should be able to fly down to the event area and have it good to go. And then we're that much closer to having our Cache of Awakened Embers, which I think also gives you an eye level 483 piece of gear. And I believe also drops another one of those, like the Cache of Dreams or whatever, that should give us another piece of gear as well. Considering all we need to really do is fly these characters around a bit. Oh, and we get 2 bronze bullions, right? Which is another 2 pieces of pretty decent eye level gear, right? Especially for these characters being the ones that we plan on taking into the War Within early on. I ideally want them as geared as possible, right? I don't think I'll have an issue getting any of them to eye level 480. I think I have more than enough of the tokens, like of the gear pieces that have dropped off of the launch event, as well as I think I have more than enough of the currency as well. Not too concerned about either of those. The bigger question is, you know, if I can push the eye level further, then I would rather do that, because it should just make questing and leveling up and all that fun stuff that much easier. All right, is the event still considered up, or have we missed it? I see the healing person here. See if anyone in chat knows, or if we can find a group up for it. Ooh, Heroic Warfront. I wonder if we log on to one of our characters that's on another server, if we'll be able to zone into theirs instead. But I also don't know if I can be bothered to do that. I forgot about that as well. One of the other things we want to do is take as many of these alts as possible through, I believe the Arathi Warfront should be the one that's up now. And what we did on stream the other day, or I may have done it off stream and recorded a video for y'all about it, and then not gotten around to editing the video yet. There's a lot of cases like that, not gonna lie. Is basically you just want to take as many of your alts as possible through whichever Warfront zone is up. So Darkshore, we took like 8 alts through it, and we got like 5 of the mounts, right? Let's go through what mounts are available there while we wait wait to see if anything happens with the researchers under fire. Otherwise, we do the time rift and we at least check that box off for these alts. Where is it? Darkshore. Sorry, we got 2 of the mounts, right? We got this one, the Ashenvale Chimera to drop, and we got the Umber Nightsaber, which to be honest is one of my favorite, which I'm a big sucker for Nightsaber mounts. I mean, the whole reason my first character to max level was a Night Elf Hunter way back in the day was because I wanted to ride around on a Nightsaber. I guess we didn't have Blackpaw or the Calderite Nightsaber drop for us. Now, the thing is, the drop rates on each of these is like 10%. So yeah, it's my bad that I didn't get them within that lockout cycle, because basically the way the war, I cannot keep track of all of the different war name thingies that Blizzard wants me to keep track of. The war fronts rotate every like 2.5 weeks or something like that. So for the next 2.5 weeks, oh, and the lockout is per cycle. So it's not like you can, like if Darkshore is up, it's not like you can take all of your alts through it 2.5 times. You need to literally wait another 2.5 weeks until you have another chance at it dropping. But the other one is Arathi. And Arathi, I think, actually may have a couple more mounts that you can get than Darkshore can. We've got Little Donkey, which is always a cute mount, right? Who doesn't like to ride around on a little donkey? You have this one, Witherbark Direwing, which drops off of one of the rares there as well, Neymar the Slayer. We have the Highland Mustang, which also drops off of another rare in Arathi. The Broken Highland Mustang. I believe one of these is Horde only and one of them is Alliance only. Yeah, so I think that was the Alliance only one, but I think you can mount them on both, like on both factions if you have it unlocked. Right? Let's hit the hidden by the game. Yeah, so the Highland Mustang and the Broken Highland Mustang. Or I'm not sure if like getting one of them unlocks both of them for you, because that could also be the case, right? That the Horde get the broken one and the Alliance get just the regular Highland Mustang. But then we also have Skull Ripper and the Swift Albino Raptor, I guess, which also dropped from there. This Bloodfang Charger is requires you to like complete the quests where you like complete the entire what do you call it, Battle for Azeroth questline on both a Horde and an Alliance character. I haven't gotten around to doing it on an Alliance character just yet, but we will do that at some point. All right, Researchers Under Fire is only up for the next 2 minutes, but it looks like the event is already done, so I don't know if we can get credit for it by just hanging out here. It looks like there's a lot of other people hanging out here, but I don't know if they got any credit for it, so it is what it is. And I'm wondering if we should just get back to running the Radiant Echoes event, because we know we will get a 493 piece of gear from that in any case. We also need to still do the like loot a secured shipment thing on each of these characters, and that's kind of a pain in the butt. Now, the Blooming Dream Seeds, I don't know what this Harvested Dream Seed cache has. I don't know if it has anything worth it. Right? We know that it can drop some transmog. Cool. I don't know what eye level the gear drops is. Could probably look that up. It says it has flight stones, which are important because we need them to upgrade things. And this is really trivial for us to get completed on a weekly basis, because the fact that we can now just hit the vendor, and since we're, you know, max reputation, max renown with the Dreamweavers, we can spend like, where is it? Where is it? Let's see if the interface here tells us what it is, but we're max with the Dream Seed. We can purchase Dream Seeds, right? I think we can pick up the green Dream Seeds for like barely anything, right? For like 100 of the, excuse me. Yeah, for 100 of the Dragon Isle supplies, and we need it for, where's the quest we're doing here? Blooming Dream Seeds. We know we can get some additional transmog with it, but I don't know what eye level gear drops from the little satchel, because otherwise we would ideally do this on as many characters as we have the time and energy to do it for. Contains 61. It does have a cache of dreams. It does have a cache of dreams, which drops eye level 480 gear. So not a terrible idea either, to be honest. Not a terrible use of our time. We're basically converting 300 of these Dragon Isle supplies, which I think we have a decent amount of across all of our characters, right, on both the accounts and blah, blah, blah. We can basically convert 3 of them into flight stones, presumably some what do you call it, crests, as well as a piece of eye level 480 gear and some transmog along the way. So I mean, it sounds like all wins to me, right? Oh, and you actually get like a couple hundred. You also get some Dragon Isle supplies back. So we may actually just bother flying over and doing that. Let's pop. Let's do this. I don't think the. What is this? I don't even know what add-on's showing that to me, but that's handy. But anyway, what I was saying was, let's pop a portal down to Valdrakken and get both of our characters back to Valdrakken. And we'll see if we can't get that Dream Seed quest done real quick. Or we just make it over in time for the Time Rift. And the Time Rift has a bunch of different items that we wanted to drop that are also kind of interesting. The main takeaway, if you guys are watching this stream live, is basically this is just what I would recommend doing on all of your alts, more or less every week now, going ahead. We didn't learn the freaking portal to Valdrakken spell Is there another portal to Valdrakken? I feel like at the end of the Researchers Under Fire, it used to drop a portal, right? I'm trying to think of the best way to get this character back to Valdrakken in time for the Time Rift. Or we just do the Time Rift on another character and leave this dude parked out here so that he can come back and pick up the Researchers Under Fire whenever it's next up. All right, I think that's what we're going to do. This chick can port herself back to Valdrakken, but doesn't have the teleport to Valdrakken? That seems goofy. Did I just not learn it at the trainer? I may not have learned it at the trainer. All right, so we got to do that when we get back to Valdrakken. And while we're waiting for all this transportation, I'm going to take a quick break. Thank you so much if you are watching live. Drop a message in chat. Let me know what's up. See you guys in a sec. We're back. So it looks like this guy's already done the Researchers Under Fire. I forgot we got credit for him already. Or did the Time Rift, I guess, last week before the reset. So we'll hop back on my monk. You know, my main. I do still want to idly gear him up as much as possible. Let's get over to the Time Rift though, because I don't want it to bug out for me, which is what it's been doing the past couple times. Like the past couple weeks, the reason I haven't completed the Time Rift portion of the last Hurrah quest is because of the fact that it was bugged out. So my new strategy is just get there early and stay around for as much of the event as needed in order to get credit for the quest. And so if you're just joining the stream, what we're doing is we're basically taking all of our alts through our weekly chores, and seeing as how we're now at the end of the expansion, getting ready for the War Within, my number one goal is, funnily enough, because of the fact that the expansion's ending, I'm caring about gearing characters up. During the expansion, didn't care too much. On my main, I would try and push eye level as much as possible, but not really focus too much on it. I wasn't great about doing the last hurrah weekly quest. If I did do it, it was mainly for the rep on most of my alts, just because I tend to not care all that much about gear. I care more about making gold. Oh, I tried to invite myself to a group. Of course I did. /Invliandrella. Boom, Shalak, boom. And we have war mode switched off, so we can just hop onto this character right here and fly him over to the time rift and get that part of the quest done. If we've picked up the quest on our main, which we may not have done. And sure enough, we haven't. All right, let's fly back. Pick up the quest that we need for that. And then fly back and get that done. We also need to complete the Blooming Dream Seeds quest on all of these characters. Jeez. I keep hoping that one of these characters will not be bugged and I'll be able to pick up the what do you call it? The like dream version of Last Hurrah and not have to do this whole annoying Zaralak Caverns quest line. Because that is how I see it. It's just kind of annoying, if we're being honest here. All right, we've picked up the weekly quest on this character. I think it is once per account though. Yeah. All right. Let's see if we can get a box of tampered reality. At this point, we're literally just getting transmog from it because I have bought all the mounts. Which, I mean, we can kind of figure out how we feel about that, I suppose, as we go. Because that's another one of those cases where you probably want to wait until later on to buy the mounts, just because of the fact that what's going on here? Why are we in two different phases? Or what? Oh, I guess I've never really tested this out, but it looks like both characters get slightly different objectives that they need to do in the actual time rift area. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Is the multi-person mount again not working? No, we have riding along enabled. It's just bugged. Is it just bugged? Jesus Christ. How many features? How many features do I need to be okay with having bugged? Oh, Blizzard, you're killing me over here. All right, at least we can mount up this way. We have frozen shackles to destroy. All right, that seems simple enough. Seems simple enough. Probably isn't going to be. Can I see the frozen shackles on this character? Will I get credit for this? Okay, this tune's getting it. It does seem weird that if we're partied up, we don't have the same objectives. That definitely doesn't feel super great. Yeah. It seems odd. Seems very odd. So I guess we just kind of lurk until the actual time rift portal pops up. Fun stuff to watch on stream, I'm sure. We haven't actually put any professions on this character, even though they are level 70. They have access to all the Dragonflight stuff. I mean, I have technically put professions on them. I think they have leatherworking and tailoring. I don't know if I've spent it. Yeah, I haven't spent any of these knowledge points or unlocked any perks or anything like that. Probably what I should do at the bare minimum is seeing as how we have tailoring on this character, probably put some points into like the cloth gathering thing. But at this stage, do we really care? Ooh, the nice thing to note though is both of my characters got a box of tampered reality, which gave us both more what do you call it? What's the currency? What's freaking hell? Let me open it on this guy and that should jog our memory. Where'd it go? Where did it go? Did we only get one? Oh no, here, box of tampered reality. We've got to unmount and open our little, yeah, paracausal flakes. And I think we got some more rep. It does seem like between both of the characters that are here, I am only getting rep on like once. I'm not getting the rep twice, the Soradorami rep. So that's probably the way Blizzard intends it to work. I think that's fair enough, considering we are getting twice the rewards, right? We did get 2 of the green boxes. We'll probably get 2 of these blue boxes, depending on how much longer the event is running for before the Time Rift portal goes up. I'm not sure exactly how long. I think it's like 7 minutes in that the Time Rift portal opens up. We've got to, for this character, we got to explode bombs prematurely. So does that mean just like, oh no, we gotta, okay, that's not too bad. Well, ooh, this is dicey. This character doesn't have a butt ton of health, being that they A, are a glass cannon mage, and B, that they have an average eye level of 303 equipped. I mean, as you can see, other than the 493 pieces that we've looted along the way, I haven't really equipped any of the 480 pieces on this character yet. Because like I said, I kind of want to wait to see what all pieces we get 493 items for. Though if we do, well, this week I think we will actually bother doing the Lasso Rock quest on this character, which means we'll get 2 of those nice little bronze bullion tokens, hopefully more actually, in just along the way. Which means we can then use that for a nice like eye level 493 weapon, and then hope that all the other items we get, like all the other eye level 480 items that we get on that character, aren't in fact weapons, because that would kind of suck, or at least aren't, you know, are the 480 weapons that are like warband bound, because it would kind of suck to have 2 items. Why is my passenger mount disabled? This is my main. Yeah, okay, so it's one of my add-ons that's clearly switching off the riding along option. Let's see if we can't. Boom, we got 2 of them blue chests too. Yeah, we can't mount up, can we? Jeez. Oh, before we mount up, let's go ahead and open up this blue chest, and we got an encapsulated destiny. Do we have a more powerful? We do have one already used. Can I use 2 of them? Well, I think we have an epic one up already. Let's see if you can't do that yet. Okay, yeah, so we can't do that. Let's open it up on this guy though, because this doesn't have this tune doesn't have any of those buffs up. And I think the blue items actually give you a higher likelihood of having a pet drop, and I think the epic one increases the chances of a mount dropping. So having the blue one equipped is definitely nice. My main has the epic one. Oh, we may even get the epic chest depending on how long. Oh no, never mind. It's saying to enter the Time Rift, so I don't think there's any chance of us being able to get the epic chest, because I think we basically timed out the event. But basically, the bug I've been having is that I would show up in this thing, and like the boss would already be killed, and there was no way for me to enter a version in which the boss hadn't been killed yet, which, yeah, was not a fun time. Would not recommend to a friend. We'll make sure we tag the boss here on both characters, and then I believe there's an item you can loot like somewhere over here that gives you like bonus rep and like some more of that currency. I actually need to do this quest on an alliance character so I can pick up that mount. And actually on my main I have this item. So if you are an alliance player who wants the white werewolf, let me know in the comments or chat, and you play on North American realms. Wow, we got a second one of them. All right, so I have 2 of these white werewolf items to give away. If you're playing on Alliance on North American realms, let me know in the chat or in the comments, and I will be more than happy to gift that to you. Because I don't need it on my, I don't need it on my characters, because my Alliance characters already have the Horde version. And yeah, overall, Time Rift, I would say definitely worth the time invested, because not only do we get credit towards. All right, let's go through all of the rewards that we just got. So we got some more Paracausal Flakes, which we can use to buy mounts. If you don't have all the mounts already, that's great, right? I think you can also use them to buy some like eye level 415 gear or something like that, but that's way lower eye level than we care about. Well, you also got this mount item. You can definitely sell this to Alliance players, right? If you get more of these, I have 2 of them, but I'm happy to give them away to my lovely chat and viewers. We annoyingly got 2 of these Warmonger's Rippers. It dropped for both of the characters on my account that's here. We got a Cache of Embers, which I believe should have some pretty decent eye level gear in and of itself. Let's go ahead and open up that. Cache of Embers. Let's see here. We got 480. Yeah, so not too bad. We got another piece of 480, and we got 15 Drake's Awakened Crests, which is important because those we need to upgrade. We got another 100 Flight Stones. Am I almost at cap? I do worry about capping out a character without realizing it, but I think we're okay. We also got a Dilated Eon Canister, which will give us a piece of 467 gear. Not the best, but hey, could be good for trinkets or you know, other pieces that we're okay to buy at a lower eye level and upgrade. And then we also got 250 rep with Sora Dormi on each of these characters, which is always nice because of the fact that... Oh, no. No, we don't want to because we didn't loot that item, the item I was talking about earlier. So, inside the Time Rift, we also want to pick up this Gilded Vase item, which will give us some more rep, right? Which is all warband bound, as well as some other loot here, as it were. And it looks like, interestingly enough, though, you can pick this up on both characters. It's not a warband quest because I just picked it up on the second account as well. And so you, instead of getting 100 rep, you'll get 200 rep, and instead of just 50 Paracausal Flakes, you'll get 100, and you'll get 20 Flight Stones between your two characters. All right, now that we've picked up that item, let's get both of these characters out of the Time Rift, and turning in that Time Rift quest should also give us another little cache that gives us some more loot and should improve the loot of any other Time Rifts we run. And so with all of these things, I'm trying to view it more as like everything I do in pairs. One of us, greater encapsulate. Jeez, okay. So I should have probably completed this quest earlier, or is this just the faction reward? Oh, okay, yeah. So I also, while we were in there, I hit Time Walker status with Sora Dormi, which means that I get one of these epic greater encapsulated destinies, which guarantees an unobtained mount or battle pet, which is nice, which is nice. And it looks like they do give you one per character, because I think I may be mistaken there. Did we not get it one per character? What was it? Did we only get it on one character? Jeez. Why isn't it showing up in my chat log? We may have only gotten that on one character. And I don't know if that's because the other character had it already, or... Greater Encapsulated Destiny. Oh yeah, no, okay, never mind. We did get it on both characters. Heck yeah. Okay, so we've guaranteed... Oh, a rare unobtained mount that can carry me into battle or destined friend. Ooh. Well, I mean, unobtained mount, we already have all of the mounts, right? Other than the Alliance one, but I mean, we don't really care too much about that if we're being completely honest here. What is it? Paracausal Flake Time Rift. Yeah, there we go. The only one we still need is the Ravenous Black Griffin, and this is only available to Alliance players. To have it drop for them. They can get the gift of the Ravenous Black Griffin, similar to how we just got that other thing. And I don't know if guaranteeing this Destined Reigns means that we will definitely get one of those, one of these, a Gift of the White Werewolf items, right? Yeah, I don't know. Let's check Wowhead. When in doubt, check Wowhead. Because I need to decide for both of these characters what we do with it. So probably a good call. All right, let's go ahead and learn this Warmonger's Ripper on one of the characters, and then we're gonna vendor it on the other. Oh no. Oh no, did clicking it off disable it? That's not good. That's not good. I think I hit the little X thing and it just got rid of the item from my inventory. Great. Oh no. Oh no. Wait. Greater Encapsulated Destiny. Was it using it on one character that like glitched it out, and so now I can't use it on the second character? Or did we only get it on one character? We may have only gotten it on one character, to be fair. Which seems strange, but maybe not. I may have just been misreading things. It was a quest reward, and we don't seem to have gotten it on this character, but we did get it on this character. Greater encapsulated destiny. All right, we were gonna check the WoW head page anyway. We might as well. Greater encapsulated destiny. It is kind of annoying that we got it on that on my alt instead of on my main. I guess when we bring other alts here, we'll see if it does come back to us or not. I think we're gonna hit Destin Friend because I do think I still have some battle pets that we're waiting on. Well, the quest showed up for both of my characters, so presumably I should still be able to get it for like on both characters. But maybe it was a warband like wide quest. Although that does seem awfully generous of Blizzard in a way that I wouldn't expect it to actually work that way. So yeah, so these are the eye level 467 pieces of gear. Of course, on my main, I don't need anything at 467, and I have like, what is it, 3 of these lying around anyway. We'll probably use them to buy up transmog at some point. It says bind when picked up for these cloth items as well, right? What I'm curious about is whether they would become warbound if I buy a cloth item on this character and I can't equip it, but I can unlock the transmog and then trade it back, and then trade it over to a character who actually wears cloth. But I don't think that's how it's going to work. I think most likely the way it'll work is I'll buy it on this character, it'll be soulbound, I'll unlock the transmog, but the item is going to remain soulbound, which is not great one way or another. Did we open up all of our lootable items here? Or did we use up the greater encapsulated destiny? Maybe we got one earlier on this character, and that's why it didn't show up for this guy. That may be what's going on, because I think most of the reputation rewards, at least for Dragonflight reputation, seems like they do give it to you per character. That's how it's worked for all the other ones, at least. So it may be the exact same thing for this, or it may be completely different, and I may just be mistaken. All right, contain paracausality. We got our commendation letter. We got our paracausal cluster. We got another encapsulated destiny. I think we used one up already, although I would have assumed we have 2 of these. Encapsulated destiny. Didn't we have one before we did anything? Is there just like a cap on how many you can have? All right, and this gave us an eye level 418. Oh! All right, I'm a moron. So it looks like the cash that you loot probably scales with the eye level that you have equipped, which is why my main got a piece of eye level 480 gear, whereas this character, who I was just making fun of for having an eye level of 303 earlier on, only got a trinket with an eye level of 418. So, I mean, although this is, interestingly enough, this is BOE. This is BOE. So we can sell this. I don't know if anyone's going to pay us much gold for it, but both of these items are BOE. I don't even know where we got the Stonewatcher Thumb item from, but it's BOE, so we can throw it up on the auction house. I'm sure someone will pay us something for it. And Lord knows I don't need an eye level 418 trinket, or a level 357 trinket for that matter. Well, eye level 357 strength trinket. Yeah, definitely don't need that on this character. I wonder, can I have 2 of these encapsulated destinies up at the same time and like get rewards from both? Is that a thing? Is that doable? All right, we do need to we do have one of these dilated Eon canisters on this character that we should spend, because keeping it in my inventory is not going to do anything for us. And if the choice is between picking a 467 item or a 454 trinket, I think I'm probably going to pick one of the adventurer pieces of gear. Now, are there rings? Are there rings? I believe this vendor does have a ring. We could pick up a staff, which would be the biggest eye level upgrade, but honestly, we want either an eye level 493 staff, or at the very least 480. So wasting a token on a 467 piece is kind of pointless. But if they have rings, then we've sort of negated some of the like downside. Is there a ring? I don't think I can search by ring, can I? I mean, there should be a ring, right? Wait, it's telling me that this... Oh, sorry, that's the cloak. I thought it was telling me my chest was... My 493 chest was worth than this 467 chest, which could be the case, don't get me wrong. But it just didn't... That seemed a bit janky. Which is something I like saying. We unlocked... Oh, something is very strange. Oh, I guess because we I guess we vendored this gray plate item, and so as a result, it gave us the transmog for it. It's saying that it goes on the auction house for 28,000 gold, 28,500 gold. What do y'all think? Do you think I could have actually gotten 28,000 gold for that item? I'm skeptical. That's the issue with like the gray items being transmoggable, is that like the very often the like trade skill master pricing for them are just all over the place, right? Where I'm like, that doesn't sound believable. So, I don't know. In any case, what were we actually trying to do here? All right, we looted all the items. We did all the things. We need to do researchers under fire on both of these characters. We swapped back under here to see when the next researchers under fire event is, and it's in 6 minutes. Now, is 6 minutes long enough for us to loot a secured shipment? Probably not, if we're being honest. But I think that's what we're going to attempt to do, because researchers under fire ends in like 10 minutes anyway. Or you know what? Let's finish off the dream seed thing, because we do ideally want to do that in both characters. We got to be careful to not open up the blooming dream seed though, because that's where we went wrong on this tune, is we opened up the item caches too early. And so we'll have to make sure we do the same thing when we loot this cache of awakened embers on this tune here as well. All right, yeah, is that the best use of our time? We've got 5 minutes until researchers under fire starts. That should hopefully be long enough for us to be able to fly around and plant some dream seeds. I do wonder if we'll both get credit for the dream seeds if only one of the characters plants it. Remains to be seen, I suppose. We've got to pick up all the quests, Dream Warden, Satchel of Dreams would be nice, right? You know what? I think we can actually just instantly complete that quest if we use some of the warband tokens that we have. Oh. Yeah, I forgot to pick this up. Blooming Dream Seeds, that's the quest. The Harvested Bloom Seed hash is what we want there. We're gonna get Dream Seed, we're gonna get Dream Energy. Yeah, I'm trying to put together like a list of like simple things you can get, because that's a free piece of 476 crafted gear, right? Which ideally we want. Why is this saying it's not learned? I thought we just learned this on our other character. Oh, it may not have reset. Although it added it as another appearance, so I don't know. That's kind of weird. Oh, it added the Alliance and the Horde version to us. I don't know what that means. I'm a little bit confused, I'm not gonna lie. In any case, we have the quests. Do we have any seeds? Seed, nope. We gotta pick some up at the vendor, which is the renowned quartermaster. Here's her buddy. All right, let's mount up. And are there any other quests that we need to pick up while we're here? I mean, we have a bunch on the map, right? But are there any other that like give us gear or like any of the things we care about? We have the Blooming Dream Seeds quests. There's one other quest in the dream, right? It's been a while since I've like actually been doing content here. So I don't remember exactly everything that we were supposed to do on a weekly basis in here. Trouble at the tree. No, that's 10 flight stones. Not worth it. Dreams unified. Well, this is to get sparks of dreams. But so this is the other thing that annoys me, is that the season 3 sparks require 250 flight stones. At which point, right, like what are we doing? If I'm going to use up 250 flight stones, why wouldn't I just use them up on a season 4 spark? Like season 4 sparks aren't that hard to come by anymore. Oh well. All right, let's pick up 3 of these green dream seeds, and you know what we'll do is we'll pick up, although I think this dude only actually needs to plant 1, but I want to see if we get credit on both characters if we just plant 1. All right, let's see if this little patch of dirt is up. I doubt we'll get credit for both. Right? This guy got credit. Did this character? Probably not. It would be weird. It would be super janky if this character did. Where is it? Emerald Dream. No, 0 out of 3. So we need to pick up some dream seeds on this tune and start contributing them. All right, let's run back to Amirdrasil. I don't know why we're using a grounded mount. Your guess is as good as mine. Like I keep saying on every gosh dang stream, I cannot for the life of me find a decent enough add-on that actually does what I need it to do mount-wise. And yeah, I guess until I do, you'll just have to hear me whining about it. All right, there we go. 310, that was nice and smooth. The currency transferred over. System working as intended. We picked up 3 small dream seeds. We're going to hop onto a dragon riding mount because this is WoW in 2024 and not freaking vanilla classic or whatever the heck. Did we time out on the freaking... We timed out on the damn seed, didn't we? Okay, so there's actually not going to be any benefit for me to me flying around both characters, is there? Oh, I guess we get bonus rep. Okay, fine. Let's we gotta hurry back though, because we do have the Researchers Under Fire event that we're trying to catch. So we shouldn't spend too long here. There are 2 quests that we can do to quickly get some free dream seeds, but 100 adventurers resources or whatever the heck these things are called isn't too bad, right? We could have instead, if we wanted to save, we wanted to be a little bit more savior. I don't know if that's a word. Oh no, this requires an epic one of these cache seeds, which we don't have on deck, but we'll contribute some dewdrops because why not? I don't know why I'm bothering to do this. I mean, we said that there's a chance that we get an eye level 480 piece of gear if we're not moronic about it and don't open the dang chest when we have an eye level of 303. Then we may actually get some rewards we care about. So as usual, do as I say and not as I do, which seems to be my tagline on the Adrel show. All right, where's another one of these dream seeds? Just trying to plant some dream seeds, folks. Come on, make it easy enough for me. Why you gotta do me like this, Blizzard? And why are all the nodes so contested? Okay, there we go, an uncontested node. But now the interface won't pop up. Oh, I need to do the whole examine soil nonsense. Why doesn't the interface just pop up? Maybe because it's the first time? This interface is what I mean, by the way, in case you're wondering what the heck I'm talking about. Actually, one second, let's check. Did we get any of the currency back? Is it are they... Do they pay for themselves? So this was the guy that we did it on. No, we got 8 Dragonflight supplies back. So yeah, this isn't a good farm for Emerald Dewdrops, sure, who cares? But certainly for we're cutting it tight with the Researchers Under Fire. All right, we learned the portal. We learned the portal to Veldraken, so I think we will just quickly make sure that we catch the Researchers Under Fire and then come back and do the rest of this Dream Seed nonsense. Because I can also maybe do it on 2 characters that actually need the Dream Seeds and have it count twice. Or like, yeah, get twice the amount of reward for the same amount of effort. And if you are watching live, let me know if you can hear me chewing on grapes. And if so, if it's loud and annoying. I'm assuming if you can hear me, it probably is loud and annoying. But I'm not sure how much my mic picks up and how it sounds over Twitch or YouTube, as it were. Heck, even if my chewing noises aren't annoying you, if you are watching live, drop a message in chat. Heck, if you're watching the video on demand, drop a message in the comments. Let me know what's up. All right, we got to get back to the Researchers Under Fire event. And then I think we're actually going to bother doing the secured shipment, at least on one of these. Like, for my hope is that we can actually get twice the amount of loot by just having one character sort of in the background chilling. Because that's sort of the whole reason why I bothered to pick up the War Within on my second account. Is the hope that I can do more things like that, right? Where I like do the event basically once, but we sort of kind of get the rewards twice. By very much within TOS multi-boxing. We should pick up the Loam Niffin quest as well while we're here. I think we're doing a little okay on the Researchers Under Fire timer. What's the oh, we have this ready to turn in. Ooh, that probably means no, never mind. It's a token of our gratitude, which is the 437 crest. Yay. So excited for that. I cannot get over how excited I am to be able to craft an eye level 437 piece of gear. All right, let's pick up this quest anyway. If we're doing Researchers Under Fire, maybe not this week, but probably by next week, we should be able to turn that in and get some bonus rep and unlock some more rewards as we go. And if you are just joining the stream, welcome to the stream. What we're doing right now is we're basically taking as many of our alts through all of the sort of like different weekly tasks that give gear, because we're trying to see how much we can gear up all these characters before, what quest is that? Before the War Within drops, right? With the pre-patch gear that we're getting, I mean, eye level 480 gear directly off a vendor as like random drops and all that fun stuff. But we need flight stones and we need crests to upgrade that gear to 493, or in some cases even as high as like 502 or higher. Well, I think, yeah, 502 is the limit for the 480 gear, and the 493 gear I think can go up to like 516. Oh dear God, did we miss the event again? How is that possible? The event started like 5 minutes ago. Is it just bugged? Researchers Under Fire, to be fair, is super bugged. If you're watching live and you've done Researchers Under Fire, let me know if you've been able to experience the event without it being bugged to all heck. Because we're in the zone and it's not showing up for either of these characters. Like we're in the right, like we're at the spot, right? It's supposed to start at the 30 of every hour. We're in the spot. Do we need to like talk to someone to make it start? Or is it just bugged? Jeez. All right, let's see if we can find a group for it. Maybe it's up on another realm. Okay. Boom. Boom. Let's hope that this freaking works. Because I can't waste another hour trying to get characters through this stupid event. It's just bugs on bugs on bugs, right? The event is bugged, so we can't complete the quest, which is also technically bugged. Because the last hurrah, I'm supposed to be able to choose which of 3 quests I want to do, but the game doesn't let me, and we disabled all of our add-ons, and it still didn't let me, so it's not an add-on thing. This is definitely a Blizzard thing. If you're watching live and you have any potential solutions to my problem, let me know. Why? What just happened? It says invited. It says invited, doesn't that? Oh, we didn't accept on this tune? Okay, boom. Never mind, my bad. Okay, oh, thank God. All right, we made it for the event. We made it for the event. And hopefully we are able to get one of them caches. Because bonus Loam Niffin rep, yummy. All right, let's see if we can actually participate. We did 10 of 12. So 10 of 12 objectives are complete. And so I think we'll get I think we should be able to get the epic chest. It is hilarious how much of a game changer doing all these world events with war mode off is. Because I always thought that there was just like no one doing the events, and it turns out the mistake I was making was I was doing everything with war mode on, because I was like, well, 10% bonus benefits, right? Quest rewards, 10% more. Turns out being able to party up for things is much more rewarding. And yeah, 10% of nothing is still 0. So you may not need me to tell you this, but if you're planning on doing any world events, whether that's the launch event for War Within, or if you're planning on doing things like this for the weekly quests, do it with war mode off. Save yourself the time and energy and the nonsense that I have wasted, like the nonsensical amount of time I've wasted trying to get all this stuff done with war mode off. Did we get our little boom? Okay, we got our epic little satchel. And we got credit for the quest on hopefully both the characters. Let's check. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Why? What? Huh? What's going on? Oh, thank God. Okay, it's under Val Draken for something. What the heck? I swear Blizzard does this to mess with me. Oh, jeez. Okay. So now both of these characters just need to loot a secured shipment. So I think we're going to go do that in a second. But I think we will finish off the Blooming Dream Seeds quest real quick, because we just need to plant 2 of them on our mage. All right, let's go ahead and open the item that we looted, though, this epic bag. Now, of course, this can drop gear, and it can drop, this cache of embers, which will drop gear, which we only want to open on our main. 60 unearthed fragment coins. Okay, that's also important for a mount. But this chest also has a chance to drop a mount, which I'm hoping that taking this many alts through, we can get the mount before flipping the War Within drops. All right, so what all did we loot here? We got unearthed fragment coins, which are great because we're collecting 450 of them for a mount. We got the Cache of Embers, great. We got the Neltharic Saber, which is an eye level 428. Cool beans. Oh, I have a cosmetic axe equipped. Jesus Christ, Blizzard. Although that's probably on me because I probably right-clicked on it without realizing I was doing that. I wondered why it let me use it a second time when we already knew the appearance. Guess I answered my own question. Anyway. We got a vendor that. We also got 1500 rep with the Loam Niffin, which is great. I wonder if both of our characters will get that. And we also got I think that was the Loam Niffin commendation. We got 49 flight stones, always good. 200 Dragonflight supplies, paid for our dragon seeds, dream seeds. I've been watching too much House of the Dragons, if y'all can't tell, with the dragon seeds. Paid for our dream seeds at the very least. Now we will also get another reward when we turn in this quest, because we get the sensational Niffin treasure. Which will potentially drop a pet. And I guess this will also give us another 500 reputation that becomes a warband bound token, which means we can use it to complete the same exact quest on another character. Assuming it does actually give us the item, and it doesn't just give us a direct credit is what I was gonna say. Like as long as it doesn't just like directly credit us with the rep, then that would be good. If it does, I'm gonna be a little sad because I want to do that after having the Dark Moon buff up. Flaming Shale Wing Subject 01. Let's see on our main account here what the drop chance from that should be. Indebted Researcher's Gift. Why are we not finding it here? Oh, okay. It should be there's slightly over an 11.6% chance that we should have gotten it already because of the fact that we've already opened it 4 times on this account and then I think once on the other account. I guess what's this? Oh, we wanted to turn this in. All right. I'm not gonna lie, multi-boxing can be a little bit confusing even for me. So hopefully it's not too difficult for anyone on stream to figure out what's going on. If it is, let me know in the chat, and I will start changing over my streaming style to just be more solo streaming, where I'm like only playing one character in an account, like at a time, like a sane person. Could you imagine? All right. What else did we want to do while we're out here on this tune? Because we're gonna go complete that little quest. Now, ooh, what do y'all think? Should I open up the Cache of Embers? Let's do this. Let's see if this gives us an actual insignia. Yeah, heck yeah. Okay, give us an insignia. So we can use this to complete the exact same quest on alts for this week. And then each of those characters will also get back another 500 reputation. So it sort of starts paying for itself, right? The second we have 2 of these tokens, we've completed the quest for 1 more character. Same as we have for the Dream Wardens, right? All those quests, it just scales really well with alts. We need to open up the Sensational Niffin Treasures. And I think this will actually give us... Never mind. I thought it would give us actual rep. But it gives us an eye level 421 gloves and a Splintered Spark of Shadow Flame, which is a Season 2 Spark. Yay. Yippee, even. But more importantly, it gave us a Lost Dig map, which I suppose we can use to complete the remaining achievements we have for that. Oh, how did I never pick this up on my main? Well, I guess I hit Exalted on another character, and so I probably haven't brought my main to Loam Niffin, even though this is where I gathered the bulk of my... I mean, this is the character on which I ground out most of this rep. Whew! Jeez, there are a lot of freebies. All right, let's take a quick break, and then we'll come back and finish off our weeklies. And we are back. What's up, Seek? Welcome back. Our MVP viewer. What's up? How's it going? How's your day going? For some reason, it's your chat message didn't appear in my browser, which is kind of annoying, but it did show up in a little in-screen thing here. So apologies if you message slightly earlier. Something's weird with my restream chat today, but welcome back to the stream. We are doing something that you would probably enjoy, which is farming up a whole bunch of transmogging gear. Basically what I'm doing on today's stream is we are taking all of our alts through as many of the weekly tasks as we can get done. and trying to figure out our best like gearing strategy to gear alts with. Keeping in mind what you said about the fact that the 493 gear, once we throw that into the catalyst converter thingamabobber, will unlock the normal mode appearance as well. Now, on my mage, which is the first character that I'm trying to gear up, I was lucky enough to loot shoulder piece and chest piece at eye level 493 champion gear, right? The issue I have is because of the fact that none of their other pieces are any sort of decent eye level. When we completed a time rift, we were instead rewarded with the 418 trinket, which is not great, right? Because we completed like the epic time rift, whatever. And so now I'm afraid to open any of these other chests on this tune. I'm wondering if I should just go buy a whole set of 480 gear for this character, and then anything we get at 493 is just a bonus little upgrade. It's just random. I thought these chests like scale with your eye level, because on my main, who's at 498, it seems like whatever chests I open, like they're getting eye level 480 gear, and it's working as I'm expecting it to work that way. Are you sure? All right, I suppose let's test it out on this character so we see if it actually works that way. Ooh, although I should probably grab the Dark Moon buff real quick, because that's 150 bonus reputation that will go towards getting one of these what do you call it, what are these called once you're like maxed out on a reputation? You get one of the other little things. I guess this is the wrong character. Check on Paragon. There we go. See, this is why streams just aren't the same without you, Seek, because I can never remember the names of anything. And then I waste a bunch of time on Wowhead looking things up, which I don't think is the most exciting thing that we can do on stream. All right. Yeah, I think let's quickly, especially since this tune is a mage, we can hop over to Thunder Bluff real quick and get our. You know what? I may as well throw up a portal. Yeah, because I'm thinking I can also bang out the Dark Moon stuff on my main. If we just port both of them to Thunder Bluff real quick. Where's our Thunder Bluff portal? Stoner. No, we've gone too far. It would be hilarious if Thunder Bluff was the one portal I didn't have. Although I suppose then we just port to Org, take the Dark Moon portal. Where's? Oh, I'm in the wrong party here. I haven't quit party here. That's what's going on there. Still all 4 cloaks. Yeah, I'm getting the feeling that the cloaks don't drop. 150k radiant memories. Jeez. Although I guess with the increased drop rates now, that isn't that crazy. Like I don't think it would take that long to gather that up. But I have a strong feeling that the cloaks just don't drop from any of the bosses. How are you feeling about the drop rates on the gear? I feel like they did kind of stealth nerf it. Though it may just be me having bad RNG. But I definitely feel like I'm getting less gear now than I was before. It definitely feels a lot less degen having to farm the event though. You don't need the gear for any of your alts? Jeez. I wish I could say that. All right, what do I need to pick up from the vendor? Just simple flour. All right, trade supplies. I think this chick should have what we need. Yep, and our add-on bought the things that we needed. At this point, I'm literally just doing Dark Moon quests for the tickets. Ooh, maybe we'll pick up the mount while we're there this time. Yeah, honestly, if you have 150k of the currency, I would say just buy the. At this point, just bite the bullet and buy the cloaks. Because, like I said, I have a strong feeling that they don't drop from the bosses. Because I've farmed the bosses on what do you call it, on my main account, on my banker account, and also on some starter accounts. Because initially, when the drop rates were much lower, I was like, well, at least the starter accounts can unlock transmog, right? And that was my thinking, that I could like unlock all the transmog that way. But at this point, I'm kind of like, well, honestly, with the currency being as easy to obtain as it is, we might as well just I might as well just buy whatever slots I'm missing and then not have to deal with FOMO if I don't get it to drop from RNG. But yeah, if you haven't gotten it to drop while farming 150k of the items, 150k of the currency, I think it's probably a high time to to just bite the bullet and buy the cloaks. All right, let's pick up our reputation buff here. What the heck just happened? I blinked underneath it. Oh my god. I don't even think that's patch related. I think at this point it's just Blizzard. I think, yeah. Seek, do you wanna do the Blizzard rant on my behalf? Did you have any luck with Remix, by the way? Were you able to get the remaining appearances that you needed? Alright, so I think I'm going to do these characters actually one at a time, because of the fact that otherwise the buff is going to tick down. And no, this is not the guy we want to talk to, because I want to save up all of my all of the items that he takes on a quest turn in. I'm saving up for the mount, so we don't want to do that. But we do want to pick up all the other like profession quests. I don't even know why I'm doing the profession quests at this point, because I don't need the knowledge points. I'm fully maxed on Dragon Isle's jewel crafting and enchanting knowledge points. I think the only reason I'm doing them is because it's giving me like BFA jewel crafting skill, which I also could just level pretty cheap. But anyway, I guess I'm getting more. I guess I'm getting more of the tickets, which can be used to after we buy the 1,000 ticket mount. We can then use those tickets to unlock transmog, or in my case, potentially sell some of that transmog as well, because I think those also sell for a pretty little penny. All right, is there any other quests we need to pick up? I think it's just these, right? I love the Dark Moon Fair add-on, but I don't love that it doesn't automatically pop up as often as like when I would expect it to. Dagger from normal scenarios left in Remix. Jeez. How many I'm almost afraid to ask. How many scenarios do you think you've run so far? I'm guessing you've done a whole buttload of the raids and the dungeons and all that to unlock those appearances. And I'm guessing you probably did all of the quest lines to get the like world drop appearances from that. But do you have any counter of like how many scenarios you've done already? All right, we need 3 more of the little weapons that we can disenchant, and we can turn that in. I feel like for Dark Moon as well, they should just add a Paragon chest for Dark Moon, right? Shit, have it be one of the pet things. Because I don't know how many times over I've farmed Exalted with the Dark Moon Fair on between all my characters, right? Give us a Paragon chest. Let's do it. All right, let's scroll down and see here. Mr. Pandaria. Can I? Do I need to scroll down further? Oh. Oh wow. Jeez, you got lucky with the last 3 bosses. 68 of each of the LFR bosses. Jeez. And then more for Heart of Fear. Toes, Jesus Christ, 52 of every single boss. Throne of Thunder. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Is it so? Are they tied to? Are they tied? Like, are the weapon drops tied to a specific boss, or is it just like a zone drop from all of the bosses in a given raid or like difficulty? Although I guess if you're doing it on a fully geared character, you're sort of just like carrying the entire raid through the LFR. So I suppose it wouldn't take quite as long, but that's still, I mean, however you slice it, that still sounds pretty brutal. Okay, so you're saying it's specific instance and difficulty, but not like specific boss, right? So I guess that makes it a little bit less painful, although probably not by much. But I guess you can at least pick like whichever wings you think are going to be like you're able to sort of power run through quicker, right? I love this add-on, the new openables. It was broken for all of Dragonflight, and then a couple months ago, someone finally bothered to update it, which I'm insanely grateful for, because this new openables add-on, especially even with like the bag add-on tidying things up for me, having just like one toolbar that has all of my quest items and all of my like usable items on it is super handy. Yeah, Galacrass is always a pain in the butt. So yeah, it makes sense to skip to skip wing 2 of what do you call it? Of Siege of Orgrimmar. All right, and we're like I said, we're getting. Oh, I guess I must have maxed out my jewel crafting BFA skill as well, because I didn't get any skill points there. We got some BFA cooking skill points, which is whatever. Like I said, I'm mainly doing this for the tickets, I guess, and also kind of just because it's like a habit that like the Darkmoon Fair is up, I have to do my Darkmoon Fair nonsense. All right, there we go. We got some Zandalarian enchanting skill, which I guess I still need. We're at 176. Oh, I guess because we're on a blood elf, we can go till 180. Anything else that I need to do while I'm here? I do need to pick up the mount, actually. Should we do that right now? Is it this guy that has the mounts? Yeah, the Darkmoon Dirigible. Dirigible. All right. And so we can transfer all these tokens over to one character now, which is handy. Although I may come back and do this later on for a... Oh, wow. Wow, 87k for 90 tickets. I mean, look at how many alts I have with more than enough tickets to buy a couple of these pets. Although I doubt that's the actual price it's actually going for on the auction house, though. I feel like let's check our little pet add-on here. Darkmoon Hatchling. Is that the one that we were saying? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. What are the two price sources that we have? Rematch TSM pet values, add-on settings. All right, so I think I need to go into my add-on settings here. Rematch TSM pet values. All right. Okay, so it's going for like 5k on my server and like 9k across all servers. That seems a lot more believable than 82,000 gold. Although while we're here, we might as well check what these replica pieces are going for. Okay, and the price on these still looks nice and high. I remember one of the times that I quit WoW, where like I didn't expect that I would be quitting WoW. I just took a long break. I'd actually bought like a full set of these pieces and like thrown them up on the auction house. And I sold a handful of them. I think it was during Shadowlands, so I don't have Trade Skill Master data for any of that. But I know a whole bunch of these expired in my mailbox, which I was really sad about, because not only did I want the gold that I would have made from selling them, but at the very least, I wish I had at least unlocked the transmog for them, because these sets I do actually like. Well, there isn't a monk one, so I can't look it up as monk. But what is like warlock is always one of my favorites. Oh, does it not tell me which class it's for anymore? I'm guessing sorcerers is the mage. Virtuous Feral Heart. No, that's leather. That's true. Death Mist. And of course it doesn't show up. Why would? We set it to Warlock. Is Death Mist not Warlock? Am I being dumb? All right, let's see if Dark Moon. No, that's just the trading post thingamabobber. Ticket. Oh. It's classic. I know that much. I know it's a classic set. Fellheart? Oh, I think they changed the names on them when they added them here. Is this the same set? Am I thinking about the same set here? Death Mist. No, this is the actual set that I want. This one or this one. I love both of the I love the Molten Core sets and I love the Blackwing Lair sets. Jeez, these are the dungeon sets. But it looks like they, for whatever reason, haven't like created it as a set in the interface. I thought Better Wardrobe would give me the like other tab here. I think it shows it to me on if I like open the transmog window, but it doesn't show up here for some reason, which is kind of annoying. I have unlocked this appearance, but I got the PvP version of it because it was just easier to pick it all up with what do you call it, the Marks of Honor, which seemed easier than farming Serpent Shrine Cavern and hoping for the drop. Although with the changes that they've made to the to the way transmog works now, it would probably be easier. Yeah, see, both of these sets look sick as heck to me. I mean, this one I do wish that they would upgrade the resolution on, but that also may be because I have like my settings set to low. Oh, I didn't realize I'd unlocked the entire Lawbringer armor. I need to unlock this one in Blackwing Lair for my paladin, because I find that set really iconic. This one I don't care for. Why don't we have? Did we unlock it? Is that why it's not showing up down here? Did I unlock the Hunter tier 2 without realizing it? Surely I would have transmogged it if I did unlock it, right? Oh, it's showing up. Oh, because I favorited it. Right. Yeah, this set I still need to get around to farming. I gave up farming Blackwing Lair a couple of years ago, and I just haven't gone back since. I feel like this is the coolest rogue set as well. Although I guess for what do you call it? For these sets you get some of these appearances just by unlocking the heirlooms, no? Well, Death Knights didn't even exist back then. Shaman. Yeah, see, like this is what I mean. Like I feel like for all these classes, the OG sets are the coolest looking sets. Oh, we already did Warlock, but I still need to bother actually picking up the entire set. How long do you Seek? You probably know this better than I would be able to put together and by asking this, but how long do you think it would take to actually farm up a full set of like Blackwing Lair transmog if I found the patience to do it? I guess now that you like unlock the appearances for multiple characters at the same time, it would be a bit more time efficient. Yeah, sure. I guess that's a good enough question as well. How long to run Blackwing Lair? You know what does really annoy me though is that they never put the what's the little toy that you would get during Brewfest that allows you to port straight to Blackrock Mountain? It's annoying. It annoys me to no end that I have like 3 of them on one character, and then I just can't access it. Like I just can't use it on. Yeah, the Dire Brew remote. That's the one. I don't get why they didn't add it to the toy box. What is the point of that? Because obviously I have it on my main, but like when I actually need to go to Blackrock Mountain for to like smelt like the dark iron bars for transmog sales on my blacksmith, I always have to like manually run over there, which never fails to annoy me. All right, I think we did all the quests that we need to do on this character. Let's just go refresh the buff and then port him back to Valdrakken. And then we're going to go turn in the Blooming Dream Seeds and do those other like weekly event thingamabobbers that we got to get done. All right, let's mount up and run around completing these quests real quick like. Is Blackwing Lair, is the first boss still a pain in the butt to get done? Because I remember back in the day you had to like, there was like strategies and there were freaking like all these different things you had to do. You had to like kite him to the right spot at the right time, and it needed to be like all that mumbo jumbo. I guess we can go ahead and use both of these items now that we have the buff up. Do we have any other items we want to use up real quick? No. We do have the greater encapsulated destiny. I'm worried that if I use this up, it's going to consume the item and then I'm not going to have any additional drop chance. Okay, yeah, it still says you can't do that yet, so I guess I don't need to worry about that too much. Why is my quest item not showing up here? 10 minutes doesn't sound too long. And I guess at level 7 you're just gonna face roll everything anyway. And I guess the fact that I can do it on my monk where I have like all the movement speed buffs and still unlock transmog for every single class is probably gonna make it feel a lot more rewarding and like just feel a lot better overall. To get those quests done. Where's I think the leatherworking quest is somewhere over here. Mythic Nyalotha. I actually have never, I don't think I've literally ever set foot in that raid. But I'm down. Is there any cool transmog, or like, I'm presuming there would be, right? Where's your quest item? Boom. Is it less painful running it in a group? What's the main reason to run Nyalotha? Which expansion was that from, by the way? Oh, BFA, I guess. It looks like it's mainly pets. Are there any mounts in there? Which boss drops a mount? With the Formless Void. Oh, I suppose I could just check it in game, couldn't I? I'm guessing this is the mount if we do it on Mythic. I mean, I'm down, depending on how long it takes, though. Where is the leatherworking quest giver? Oh, that's what I thought it was this dude, but I guess the change they've made so that now all like repeatable quests are blue is what's messing me up. Because I feel like before they would give priority to like if it was a yellow, if it was a what do you call it, a yellow quest, then it like had more priority than a blue quest. Whereas I think they've changed that around. Oh, I hope I have enough of the mats, because I know sometimes the add-on will buy fewer of the items that I need because it thinks that I'm. No, we gotta drop that quest because I cannot be bothered to do all the like little game quests. Although I know that they're a pretty good source of the tickets, but I think I have more than enough for the mount that I want and the other things as well. So it is what it is. All right, we've got both our characters parked here. Let's throw down a portal to Valdraken. And then what would we need to do? We need to turn in the Blooming Dream Seeds quest. Yeah, we got to do the Dream Seeds quest. We got to do the... We have to do... We have to get our... We have to loot our little cash thing. The complete the weekly quest, basically. And you're... So, tell me, Seek, you're 100% certain that if I open up this thing here, I'm not going to get like lower eye level gear? I'll do it. I'll take your word for it, but... All right, let's go ahead and... Oh, I thought you were saying no, you're sure. Okay. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, I plan on decking this character out in 480s anyway, so I'm kind of like, maybe I should just go ahead and do that already, and then only bother with the rest of the stuff later on. All right, let's do this. Let's turn in the quest on my main. .480 brace, but isn't 480 the eye level? Oh, I see what you're saying. Ooh, that seems kind of hit or miss. Fair enough. Well, I mean, I guess the trade-off is that the trinket that I got is BOE, and is upgrade. Well, no, it's season 3, so it's not even like you can upgrade it. But I guess I feel like both of these trinkets would sell for a decent enough amount that it's like not a complete waste. Right, it would be annoying if I got a soulbound eye level 413 item. Like then I would be a little upset. All right, let's see what we get here. We got another Cache of Dreams, and we got a 467 neck, which, yay. Although I think I literally have a 463 neck equipped. I haven't bothered to upgrade my lariat just yet. I don't know if it's worth doing. Where was the other? We got another cache. We got a Cache of Dreams, which should give us another... Oh, that gave us an eye level 480 piece of gear. So that's what I'm afraid of. It's like... Oh, I guess I have some bullions on this character to spend as well. I'll probably have to... I should probably buy a neck piece and just give up on my lariat. Because I don't think I can craft anything quite as high eye level as the rest of these pieces, right? What would I need? What would I need to craft the lariat at 502? Let's. We have jewel crafting on this character, so we can quickly look it up. Is that? No, that's a finger torque of pastime. There we go. Oh, I just need the Spark of Awakening. So what is the 515 Enchanted Aspect Awakens Crest? Where do I get this from? Does this just like drop off of bosses or something? Oh no, this is the enchanted like crafted crest. So I would need like the highest level of crests, and then I need to craft myself one of these and do it that way, right? Whereas I think what I got from like maxing out my renowns was that every character got one of these 476s, 6 items. But the problem is to get a Spark of Dreams, you got to use up 250 flight stones anyway. And so if I'm going to use up 250 flight stones, I feel like I have a better use. Like I'd get more value for my flight stones if I use it to upgrade another item instead of crafting a 476 piece of gear. All right, what else do we need to do here? Oh, we wanted to get a little bit more Dream Warden's rep so that we can complete the quest on this guy here. And on this feller here, we needed to... well, there was a couple of different things we needed to do. We needed to finish planting our Dream Seeds. And then there was something else that I needed to do for rep on this guy. Oh, the Loam Niffin stuff. Okay, do we have the Loam Niffin buff up here? All right. I think we are going to go ahead and open up this chest and we'll see what happens. Fingers crossed. What do we get? 428. Okay, yeah. So I don't know if that was... Ooh. Oh, heck yeah. 1 second. I completely missed the point that I got the freaking mount. Hell yeah. Okay, never mind. I don't care that we got lower eye level. Hell yeah, we got the mount. And it's like a what is it? It's a super low droplet rate, isn't it? I don't think it's quite 1%. I think it's like a 3% drop rate. Heck yeah. Okay, I'm not even mad. I'm not even mad about the 428 pants. Hell yeah. All right, well, we have to hop on it because that's just what I do when I get a new mount. And they've unexpected for Blizzard. It's actually got sky rating. It's actually got sky rating. Yeah, I mean, if I have to pick between gear and mounts, I will take a mount any day of the week. Oh heck yeah! Okay, I'm excited. I haven't seen one on the beta yet, but I really am hoping that they do add another like mount collection achievement. Cause I'm not gonna lie, I kind of got shafted by the last one, right? When they added, like when I got this one, the thanks for the carry, right? And we unlocked the Otterworldly Auto Carrier. I was super stoked because great looking mount, right? What's not to like? But then they made it so that the Otterworldly Auto is the one freaking mount in the entire game that can fly, but somehow can't dragon ride. Steady flight only. I don't think there's any other mount that has this tag of steady flight only, which is just such an FU to mount collectors. I know I've ranted about this before, but it's just such an FU to mount collectors. Like, yeah, we're giving you this mount because you care more about mounts than your average player. Guess what? You can't use it. Like, I really hope that this is something that they either put in a bug fix for soon, or that they, at the maximum, they only fix when, they fix when we have the 11.0.2. I think they've been calling the next patch. Okay, I need to complete the flight stone upgrade quest item things yet. I suppose I can wait with opening this cache of embers to see if it scales or not. Although it says contains a random piece of veteran gear, which leads me to believe that it would have to be eye level 480, right? Or 490? These are champion gear. So yeah, veterans gear should be 480, right? Should we take the risk? Screw it. Let's find out. Suffuse Cal 480. Okay, so it's safe to open the cache of embers. It's just all the other chests that are the problem, I guess. Or maybe not. Maybe not. Ah, well. I can't be bothered to like go and figure out what the best gear to pick up for this character is right now. So we're just gonna go ahead and do all the things and see where that gets us. Oh, did we not get Loam Niffin rep when we turned? Oh no, okay, we did. We got 1600 Loam Niffin, which is also kind of weird. Why did we only get 1600? Oh, maybe because this buff, like this buff gives us 50% bonus, and then the Dark Moon gives us another 10. So it's on 1,000. We got 500 bonus rep from the like world buff that's up, and then we got another 100 off of the Dark Moon fair buff, which is fair enough, I suppose. Though I am interested to see if, does that mean for all my other characters, as long as I use up one of those tokens that gives me 500 reputation, I'll have easily completed the quest. Like, I don't need to do a Researchers Under Fire. That would be kind of cool. I suppose if I am playing this character more actively, I should probably put the event week auras on this character as well. Oh, it's supposed to be 480 plus. Well, I mean, on this character, I would expect it to be the lowest potential eye level because of the fact that even after getting 3 pieces of gear gifted to me, like after 3 welfare epics, I'm still only at eye level 317. But to be fair, that's because I literally just leveled this character up through the event, and I maybe did like a dungeon or 2 there. I think the only like other pieces of gear I got was because we got guild reputation. Oh, I guess because we got the insignia thing instead. All right, what was the? Yeah, we can open the satchel. So I think this probably scales down, right? So probably opening this bag is going to penalize me. Let's see. Yeah, Deep Rock Loop 421. Although I don't know if that's just because I don't know how much of that is me getting shafted by the eye level scaling, and how much of it is just the fact that these are like chests from prior patches, and so they just naturally give you lower eye level. In any case, we've upgraded a handful of pieces on this character already, and we haven't even finished all the different gear sources that we have. All right, let's port this dude back to Valdrakken. And are we all done here? I guess we can do the Super Bloom for like bonus gear, but that's 40 minutes from now. Dream Seed, Bloom Treasures, and a Dream Warden's Insignia. I mean, nice enough, but how much more Dream Warden reputation? I need like 700. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, I guess it's probably giving me like 10.0 gear, right? I mean, that does seem weird to me. I feel like they should scale things up if they're gonna make it relevant for the current patch that we're on, then make the gear relevant as well, right? What are we doing here, Blizzard? What are we doing here? Now, one other thing that's kind of interesting to me is if all the reputation gains are like account wide, then if I earn the reputation on one character, does it give me credit on both, like towards the daily quest? Like, can I cheese it by just having two characters logged in on separate accounts? I'm guessing that's not how it works. I feel like Blizzard, for all the bugs that this patch has had, I feel like a lot of those like cheeses they have kind of managed to figure out and like make less of a thing. I also don't know which of these characters has access to the Warbank currently, so I suppose that remains to be seen whether or not that's something that's like cheesable. All right, we need to do 2 Dream Seeds, three Dream Seeds on this character. Why do I need to? Oh, I may not have Plumber enabled on this. That's why it's probably not giving me the interface that I'm used to seeing. Mysterious Seeds. Is this the quest item? Yeah, okay, so that's the quest item. And I don't remember what quest line that starts. Oh, since we're here, I also need to take my main to go complete the like the, what do you call it? The daily quest, the like, I say daily quest, it happens like once every 6 days that you get another quest to unlock that mount. We'll see if we use the bracers on this character. We may as well actually go ahead and equip these bracers. I don't know if there's different cloth pieces though. I suppose we're gonna be throwing it into the catalyst anyway, so it probably doesn't matter all that much. But I suppose we could just start equipping trinkets and things like that and get our eye level up on that tune in any case, because it's not like we're gonna get all 493 pieces from just from RNG, like off of the bosses, off of that one weekly cache. All right, we planted one more seed. We have one more seed that we gotta plant. And I know I planted one somewhere else on this tune that we need to go and loot. But I don't remember which of the Dream Seed nodes that was on. Yeah, this guy should have a quest for us. All right. So it's been a couple days. We're back, and oh yeah, we had the fertilizer item. We turned that in. We spread it. Do I have to do this on 5 days? We tell a joke, and that's the quest completed for today. And now I believe it should take 6 days for this to complete, and then I'm not sure what the next stage is. We'll see. All right, let's hop back. Let's hop back on our mount here, and let's see if we can't. Let's see if we can't find that Dream Seed that had the thing for us. It may have been this one down here. Or not. Either way, this is a fresh node for us to plant a Dream Seed on, so we can at least complete this quest, turn that in. That should give us some more Dream Warden rep as well, which should get us closer to getting this little cache. And then actually, if I check my Warbank, we may have enough of those tokens to complete the quest for this guy. Otherwise, I mean, Dream Warden's rep is literally one of the few like Dragonflight reputations that you can literally turn gold into rep, because you just do that little the weekly quest that allows you to like turn in 2 chests of goods. Although if we do go back and loot those chests, we may get enough rep directly just from doing that in order to be able to complete the weekly quest and get another chance at a piece of gear. Oh, and it looks like the... Oh, sorry. I thought that was a super bloom popping, but I think it's just this chest. Alright, that didn't give us any rep on that character. How about on this guy? No, though we got 5 flight zones, which is not nothing. Pretty close to nothing, for sure. But not nothing, to be fair to Blizzard. Alright, I think we're going to turn in this quest, and then we're going to go do our secured shipment. It would probably be helpful if we were at the right NPC to turn in this quest. And at some point, I should probably start spending these seed blooms. What are they called? Yeah, the seed blooms. I should probably start spending them on transmog, because otherwise I'm going to enter an expansion. Okay, so that gave me 467 gear and a Cache of Dreams, which should give me eye level 480 gear because it says veteran on it. But okay, we got a new cloak. And we got a 480 neck. Heck yeah. And we got some more Drake's Awakened crests, which is also nice. Now I think once we do the... Oh, we didn't get any Dream Warden rep off of that, which is kind of strange. Although maybe not unexpected. Huh. Do I have any of the Dream Warden tokens that we can use to just like cheese the rep here? Dream... I think I have some in the war bank though. Did I see the new cinematic? Not yet, actually. I'll be honest. I'm not a huge lore guy. So, but it has been on my list to watch the cinematic. I've heard it like recaps the past 3 expansions or whatever. I feel like I've watched 1,000,001 over the years. I mean, in 20 years of playing this game, I've watched 1,000,001 of those YouTube videos that like tries to explain the lore, and I always end up like getting distracted by my phone or something midway through. Is the new cinematic fire? Like, is it worth checking out? Oh, I wanted to check the war bank. I like this search everywhere thing. All right, so it looks like my warband bank and my and my hunter has a 1,000, so he can just complete that quest super easy this week. But it looks like my warband bank has 1 or 2 of them as well. What would you say is a good like starting point to get into the lore though? Oh geez, I got protein on my mouse. That's never good. All right, what am I doing here? I need to throw down a portal to Valdrakken so that we can go complete our complete the what do you call it? Secured shipment quest. And then turn in the last hurrah, and also get some bullions, and then we're more or less done with this character for this week. At least my banker character. My main, I'll probably end up doing something or the other else on them as well. Platinum WoW's channel on YouTube. I'll check them out. Did they explain it from like 2 questions here? Did they explain it from like scratch, or am I gonna? I'm guessing it's gonna take me a little bit to catch up on 20 years of lore, which is really on me. All right, are there any other quests that we need to pick up here? I don't think so, right? We can just fly directly over to that stupid freaking, or is it? Yeah, to this thing. I say stupid. It's just because this is one of the only like events that I've done on a regular basis on my main, and so I'm a little sick of it. Ooh, okay. I'll definitely check out Platinum WoW. You're saying, right? All right. I think the only other like Dragonflight renown that we need to farm up at some point is the Maruk Centaur, which is annoying. Which is what makes it kind of annoying that the Suffusion camp is in the Azure Span this week, because otherwise, I feel like if we had just done the Suffusion camp in Oneron Plains, then we would have maxed out our Maruk Centaur reputation and been maxed out on everything. Although I don't think it should take us too long to grind out the rest of that rep. It is what it is. All right, we might as well go and pick up these daily quests over here, since we'll probably end up completing them in any case. Oh wow, are these quests? Have these quests turned warband wide? I think they've changed these quests to be warband wide. Not this one. Where is it? Suffusion camps. How do I tell if it's warband wide? Because I picked it up on. Never mind. Turns out I'm a moron. Although this character doesn't have him show up for him. We may not be far enough along in the quest line on this tune. Like maybe we need to Saragossa or something. It almost looks like we're out of phase. Stellagosa. All right, let's loot a Suffusion Crucible and a Suffusion Mold. Well, I mean, we're gonna be doing it anyway, so we might as well take the bonus flight stones that this tune gets. Although I am wondering if these quests are maybe like once per account. Because I wonder what the second character that turns in this quest will get. Presumably just flight stones, right? Suffusion camps. Oh, well, I guess I haven't turned it in once yet, so I don't know what the reward is going to be for the second character. Probably once I turn it in on one character, I'll be able to see what reward the other character is going to get. But hopefully we should get credit on both characters for completing it, since we are partied together. I don't know. This is gonna be a test for how we feel about doing like current content in like while multi-boxing. Did we have that quest? We have to like knock him out the sky. Kill the insects. All right, so this is a world quest. Oh, thanks for sharing the link. I'll definitely check him out off stream. I wonder if both of our characters. Yeah. So, interestingly enough, we're dragon riding on one character and we're getting like quest credit on both, which is interesting. Because I know they've made, like, I know the War Within's supposed to be super alt friendly, but I don't know how I feel about this, because this does seem like a very definitive advantage to multi-boxing, right? Like, I can basically do this quest once and get the rewards on two characters. Now, I don't know if completing it on both characters, like if I'll get the same reward for completing it on both characters. Presumably that's where it's going to fall apart, right? Like, where probably the first character will get the 672 gold, 630 gold, and then the second character presumably gets something else. But I suppose it should be interesting to see what we get in either case. Oh, we missed the little mini boss. Jeez. That would have been a bonus piece of loot there as well. Although we, depending on how long it takes us to complete the rest of this, we may be here long enough for this to happen anyway. Oh, we only got like half the credit on the alt that wasn't flying. So it's not quite a 1-1 thing, but you can definitely get credit for both characters by just doing it on one. Presumably by just like swapping characters at some point. All right, let's get it popping. I'm gonna have to loot on both characters, which is going to quickly become a pain in the butt. But I guess if I set this character on follow, and I suppose if I was playing side by side, it would be potentially a little bit easier. Though I'm always hesitant about streaming that because I know a lot of people don't like multi-boxers and are waiting for excuses to report people. Oh, we looted a BOP 457. Did we get anything interesting on this guy? Because I thought I saw him loot the Wilder Cloth was the green that we looted. Which actually reminds me, since we are doing content, let's go ahead and put some points into cloth collection. Okay, we gotta put 10 points in here, which we have more than enough for that. And then we unlock this sub-specialization. All right. And I guess any other knowledge points we acquire along the way, we'll go ahead and put in there as well. Suffused ingots. Oh, I will have to loot these separately on each character, won't I? Did we? Yeah, we left our mage behind. Yeah, this is what my concern is about multi-boxing for like current, like, I mean, it's great for like remix stuff, right? But I'm worried for current expansion content, the like having to loot on a separate character and play on a separate character and just like following and stuff like that. Doing everything manually and within the terms of service, as obviously we're going to do, I am concerned that it's going to actually be less efficient, and it would just be quicker to do it on each character separately. I suppose if I set up some good macros, it should be entirely doable at like a pace that sort of makes sense. Where are wards of Igara? We have 3 of those, and we have 2 wards of Igara, and we have 3 of the ward of Fire Acts, I guess. Is the other one? Oh, I should probably do the world boss on these characters as well. I haven't done world bosses in ages, and I think with the most recent season they did actually buff the loot eye level. But either way, it would presumably still be another piece of gear, right? Ooh, interesting. Actually, both my characters can loot the same quest item, one after the other. At least I think that's what just happened. This should be kind of interesting because I'm also trying to figure out. Now, ideally, the way we would level in the War Within is we would do one character at a time so that the next character gets a 5% XP buff, right? But I'm wondering if it would make sense to do something like running both of the characters, you know, through let's say a delve, and like actively play on one character, but then, you know, get experience on both. Whether, and that way, like in the same amount of time that we're leveling one character, maybe a little bit more, given that we need more time to loot and stuff, we would then technically instead have 2 characters leveled up. Though I suppose it remains to be seen how efficient that is. And it's not something I can really test out on the beta simply because of the fact that I only have one account that has beta access. I'm definitely not paying Blizzard a second time around to have access to 2 beta accounts. I also don't know if actually buying more than one of the legendary editions, it's not like they're going to give you more mounts or more of any of the other things, more of any of the other benefits. I guess the main benefit would be having early access on 2 accounts, which I am perfectly fine just having War Within access on one, like early access on one account, just so I can spend more time like enjoying the start of the expansion. Because like as much as I want to min max and stuff, like we were talking about the other day, Seek, I definitely don't want to burn myself out, which I think I am at risk of doing given how many characters I'm planning on playing and stuff. Yeah, the Azerothian archive rep is completely pointless. I don't get why it works the way that it does. Like I got enough of the mats, like I got enough of the currency to be able to buy the mount that you're guaranteed. Beyond that, at this point, I mean, I think the rep like gives you some unlocks, like more transmog maybe. But even that, I'm like, I mean, it's not that cool looking transmog. It definitely feels like one of those like things that they added to a patch. Oh, did the transmog not require rep? Yeah, so it's definitely one of those things that they just like added into the game with the like it was we'll throw it into a random patch, and in doing so, like we will occupy some of our player base's time. And that way they can't say that there's no new content, right? I don't even remember which patch they added it in, to be honest. But it was definitely yeah, I definitely was not a fan of the Azerothian archives, just because I didn't get the point of it. I didn't get what, like, it was just another event on the calendar, like on your calendar, which, I mean, Dragonflight has more than enough of, right? Like, I don't think at any point was I like, oh, Dragonflight, you know what I need is more events on the map that I have to like be online at a very specific time and have my character positioned just right for in order to take part in. I mean, that's why I'm liking the Radiant Echoes event, is that they've realized that, like, I mean, we saw it earlier when we were running through the researchers on fire thing, right? Like, if you're going to have an event like that that's going to be up for 30 minutes, fine, keep it up for 30 minutes. But guess what? Once the event stops, like once the event is completed once, it just keeps going. Like the event starts over. Give players a debuff like they do for Time Rift, so you can't get loot like twice in a row. But at least that way, if I want to take a bunch of alts through it, I don't need to like be online for an hour for each alt. You know what I mean? Like, that definitely never felt great. Are you? You're still farming the rep despite the fact that it does nothing? Well, I guess it doesn't really matter too much, because you can only do it on, like, you only get the big burst of rep on one character per week, and then after that you're kind of like the weekly. Changing that to a weekly quest was also kind of weird, because like I don't get why they're gatekeeping it that hard, right? Like, I mean, I have how much of that currency do I have left over? Mysterious fragments, was it? Yeah, I don't think any of my other characters have it, but like you need to gather so much of that currency that if I'm willing to take multiple alts through it per week, you know what? Give me that currency. The currency does absolutely nothing. Like, I cannot imagine the case that Blizzard would try to make as to why that account needs to, like, why that currency needs to be account wide. or like why that quest rather needs to be an account-wide quest that you can only do once per account per week. Like, I'm sorry, that's dumb as heck. Oh, I think the cooking stew or whatever's up. Yeah, the community feast is coming up. Anyways, we don't need it on this character. Well, I guess we can still have items drop from it. I mean, I'm in two minds, right? Because all the events do feel rewarding. I'm not gonna take that away from Blizzard. They did manage to make it feel like being there for that event, like all of them do feel rewarding. You do still get gear from them, right? Like there is a purpose to like showing up for most of those events. Oh wait, there's 3? To be honest, I've never done, I don't think I've done an archive world quest. To be honest though, I think that's mainly because I never bothered getting through the buggy, glitchy mess that the like initial quest line is. This one, right? This quest line, I think I need to complete this quest line in order to unlock all of the world quests, and I just never bothered doing that because the only reward I cared about from the Azerothian archive was getting the dang was getting the mount, and I ended up getting the mount just by like attending the event for like 4 weeks in a row, because the weekly quest would give you more than enough of the currency. Like you needed 20,000 of the currency, and if you did the weekly quest 4 weeks at all, you got your 20,000 currency, and that was done. How do I not have 5 of these ward things on either of the characters? Well, I guess I have 5 of the blue ones. All right, we need to loot one more of these quest items on this guy, and then we should be good to go. I think then we just need to summon that boss thing twice. And my main's not going to have any issue taking it out. I'm more worried about completing this quest on alts, but I guess I'll just group up with like randoms. And I think then it shouldn't take too long to get it done. Although I think for the world quest, you need to actually go through all of the, like you need to do one of each of the different types of like secured shipment thingamabobbers for each character. Suffusion mold. So we may lose out on, like we may need to still do one of them on one of the things. Yeah, and I guess that's the only way you get one of the keys in any case. This is the problem with like trying to do content on a character that's mainly designed for parking at the bank. Is that like all of my keybinds are just set to like different auction house related activities, which makes them kind of useless in combat unless I like manually swap the bars. And if I do that, then I can't drag and ride properly. Oh, for a second I thought this character didn't get any loot. All right, so I think we have 2 keys now. We have 2 keys on this character, and we have 1 key on this character. And we'll have to summon that little boss guy for ourselves to get the 2nd key. And then I guess farm up more of these. It also does feel really janky that you can do one of each of the things and not get enough keys to actually complete the event. Like, make me do it once. Once I've already farmed up the highest level key, why do I need to farm up more of the basic ones? Yeah, fair enough. I guess being the completionist that you are, it makes sense that you would know all of the different sources of like rep and stuff like that. Oh, that's to break the ice. Oh, I actually got 2 keys on this character. I think this tune is done. I have 4 of these keys now? No. I have 3. I have 3 on this character, and they're unique 3 anyway. So I may as well go turn it in on this character. And we haven't died, so we still have the reputation bonus. Not that it counts for a dang thing. But let's go ahead and loot our little chest here. And hopefully this doesn't scale with eye level. I suppose we will find out. We got a 460 cloak and another cache of embers. Which is nice. Nice of them. Let's get this tune back over to to this area though, so that we can finish off the remaining quests and see what rewards are awaiting us for subsequent completions of any of these quests. We got another Ward of Igara. All right, and so I think once we consume our 5 Wards of Fyrak on this tune, we should have gotten our last key then. Yeah. So I think that did give us our key. I wonder if my mage can loot another key and already have one good to go for next week, so that next week, if Blizzard hasn't fixed this stupid bug, when we have to do the same last hurrah quest yet again, I at least can farm one less key up. Touch of Death for the win. All right. I think... yeah, we actually managed to complete the world quest on both. And I think I should have enough keys. Yeah, boom, we have 3 keys. And I don't think my mage got any more keys. This is the problem. This is the problem. I keep forgetting to swap my my spell bar back to where it's supposed to be at. Yep, consume 3 Everburning Key, and we got a 460 piece of... we got a 460 weapon, which... whatever. Alright, now we just have to do that last quest, and then we can turn everything in. Annoyingly, though, it's not showing us how far away we are from spawning the... Alright, so let's turn it in on one character. We get reputation and whatever. Although we barely got any reputation, I feel like. We got 10 flights on, so I think the rewards are just crap on both characters is the point here. And then we have 2 more quests to turn in here, I guess. I guess this character is just getting bonus flight stones, which is fair enough, because that's a one-time quest. Well, we got a bunch more of these Iskara Tuskar item things, which I suppose we can use up on whichever character and it won't make a difference. Is there any other is there any reason that we would want to hold on to those? To the Iskara Tuskar rep tokens other than the... oh god, I'm blinking on the name again. The Paragon rewards? Because otherwise we might as well just use them up now, seeing as how we have a 60% bonus to them. Yeah, let's just go ahead and use them up because I'm going to forget about them. It's the other thing is, like, as much as Blizzard acted like the Warband bank system would make inventory management easier, because of the fact that I have instead leveled more characters, it's actually more annoying than ever. Because of the fact that previously I had like 3, maybe 4 characters that I actually cared about doing any content on. Whereas like now I have like 17 different characters that I'm going to try and do all of my content on. And so, yeah. And the Warband can only be accessed by the first one and so on and so forth, which is not amazing. But that's really more of a me problem than a Blizzard problem. Blizzard gave me more tools and I decided to run hog wild with them, which is really on me more than Blizzard, if anything, but... So actually, Seek, you'd probably be able to guide me on this. For transmog running, if, like, let's say I was going to do Blackwing Lair, right? Does it still drop loot the way it would in, like, for previous expansions, where if I have one character in the... like, basically, does it make a difference whether I have one character or 2 characters in the raid? Does it make a difference to how much loot drops? I'm guessing it's like, if I kill the boss once... they'll drop the same amount of loot regardless of how many people are in the raid for the older raids, although I'm not 100% on that. Or does it still... so is it personal loot? Like, my point is, does it make sense to dual box in the same instance of a raid? So if I was going to run Blackwing Lair, should I run it on... if I can run it in parallel on 2 characters at the same time? Or should I run it on 2 separate characters 2 separate times? Okay, so I'm better off just running Blackwing Lair twice as opposed to having 2 characters in party and running it once, right? Whereas... Okay. But I think for some of the newer expansions, if it makes sense to have 2 party members in... Like, I would still double the loot for the same amount of runs? Or am I misunderstanding that? Oh, okay, fair enough. That makes sense. Yeah, fair enough. All right, we completed that quest as well. I don't even know why we're bothering to complete Iskara Tuskar quests, because it's not like I need the rep tokens. But hey, I guess we got bonus flight stones, which you can never have too many of, can you? Suffusion Crucible looted is showing is not credited. What? What? Oh, I still need to do one of the lower tier Crucible things, I guess, in order to complete the weekly quest, which is 74 flight stones, which, yeah, we should probably bother doing. God dang it. This is what I was saying. This is why the world quest is kind of wonky with this whole thing. Suffusion Crucible, is that... No, that's the mold. We did that for the week. I think for the Crucibles. Oh, we wanted to do the world boss as well, didn't we? This is the mold. We already did the mold. We got to do the Crucible. Oh, that's dumb. I feel like I should at least like give credit to the party. Here we go. Here's a Crucible. And the annoying thing is that I don't think I can loot another key and be like 1 key ahead for next week, right? Okay, there we go. We got credit for that. Let's take out this mini boss anyway, on the off chance that he does drop something that makes our time easier next week. I guess we got another Ward of Vigara for all the good that will do us. All right, now let's port back to Valdrakken. Oh, we said we're doing the world boss. What do you? I think with war mode off, I should be able to find a group pretty easily. No? Because every time I've tried to do it otherwise, I generally tend to do it on in groups that in what do you call it, war mode on groups, and I don't have much luck in finding groups for things. Basil. Okay, it looks like there is a group up. Oh. Promote to leader. Do you multi-box at all, Seek? Watch me get there right as the boss goes down, because I feel like that's how it always goes whenever I join a world boss group. yeah. I was hoping that the more characters I took through, like the more starter accounts that I took through the residual echoes. No, what's it called? Radiant echoes. That's the word I'm looking for. Radiant echoes. I was hoping that that's how it would work, and then it just didn't end up working that way at all. Well, I mean, I suppose it did, but very quickly you would loot all the transmog anyway, and so at this point it feels kind of pointless. Especially since the first piece of loot you would get would be scaled down to your eye level anyway, so it's not like you could stick it in the warbank. From the expeditionary sets, weren't these recolors though? Or am I just being a noob there? Oh, for real? I thought it was like a recolor of Dalaran Defenders. I thought it was a recolor of the one of the what's the zone in the space station thingamabobber? That like weird space station zone we went to in Legion. Oh, I see what you're saying. Wait, there's transmog that drops that isn't. Oh, do you mean the like the shield? Because I think there's like a shield that drops below level 70. Yeah, Argus, thank you. See, like I keep saying, I don't know what I would do without you. Other than there's like a shield and yeah, the offhand. Oh, the cloaks are also just drops? I thought the whole thing with the cloaks was you could buy them off the vendor. Although I guess you would have already done that by now. If I guess you wouldn't need me telling you. All right, what do we get? We got some flight stones. We got a cache of storms. I don't know what eye level that drops. And what else did we loot? We are in raid, so it's a little bit harder to tell which exactly what pieces from this entire list are mine. Yeah, but it looks like those are the two things we got. So we got some flight stones. Presumably we got something for like completing the world quest. I don't think we got an item to drop, but we got a cache of... Well, we had a cache of embers that we looted earlier, which gave us a 489 cloak, which is an upgrade for the 467, so fine. I'll take it. And then this dropped a 480 as well. So it looks like all of the different caches still drop 480. Which is nice. Soulbound items, 489. 480, which is a chest, though we have a 493 chest, so... Ah, well. You can't win them all, I suppose. Alright, let's... Before we lose our little buff here, let's port back to Valdrakken and turn in the last Hurrah quest. And then we may actually end the stream there for today. So I've actually never completed Exile's Reach, funnily enough. Is it worth doing? Oh, the recruit gear. Right. To be honest with you, I thought that the eye level was the same. Like I thought that the appearances were the same on them. I didn't realize that there's a difference in eye levels between the two between the two types of gear that drop. Because I have been leveling characters through the event and they are getting recruits gear. To be honest with you, I just didn't think to check as to whether the appearances they were unlocking were the Dalaran Defender ones or the recruits gear. But now that you mention it, I do remember them having a different name. So it would make sense that they are, in fact, different appearances. That's how little I know about transmog. We have the Dark Moon buff up on both. And we figured out that I think it doesn't scale, right? The gear, the rewards. So let's see how we do here. And I think we did get our bronze bullions. I don't think this character had any bronze bullions before. And we got the spark, right? I think just turning in the quest is what gave us some more of the bullions. Yeah, because this character now has 4 and we had 2 before. All right, let's go full screen. And all right, let's open up our final cache of Awakened Embers. I cannot talk anymore. Boom, suffused vest, 493. Doesn't make a difference to my main, but for for my banker character, presumably the piece should help. Oh geez, we got another shawl. We've gotten like 3 shawls on today's stream alone. RNG gods are cruel. We got a 467, then we got a 489, now we got a 493. Oh, that's annoying. That is annoying. Oh well, I suppose I do need to go figure out. I do need to figure out what each of these characters should be using their bullions on as well. And I guess I could start upgrading one of these pieces, right? Presumably, what I would want to do is upgrade. We said it was 493 is to unlock the normal mode appearance. It is hilarious to me that this character has 126 Drake's Awakened Crests and only 53 Whelpling's Awakened Crests, because we've just been farming the event on this toon. Whereas my main is sitting at, what is it? I guess only 99 Whelpling's Awakened Crests, because I've already been converting them at the vendor to the better quality crests, which is why it appears that way. But I remember I had like 300 of the Whelpling's Awakened Crests and like barely any of the Drake's Awakened Crests. I think I need to spend some time with Ask Mr. Robot to figure out exactly where I should be spending all of my crests and flight stones and whatever. But Seek, tell me, we were saying that it was 493 to unlock the normal mode appearances? I think that's what we said, right? Because the normal mode Dragonflight dungeons drop 493. Yeah. So do I spend some crests and things to unlock to upgrade this helm, which we may or may not use? Well, I think we would. I don't think I'd bother equipping another like a Warbound 480 helm, right? The only question is if we get it to drop directly at 493, we've now wasted 45 Whelpling's crests, 15 Drake's crests, and 253 flight stones, which is discounted anyway, I suppose, but still wouldn't feel great. All right, let's take a quick look here. Token of the Remembrancers, we've only done on a droll. We need to roll our other characters through there to pick up their free 493s. But like I said, we're gonna want to ideally we want to get at least 5 493s on each character, enough to get the dang whatchamacallit. Yeah, this is also another sign that we should probably start wrapping up the stream here, because I'm fading. To unlock the tier sets, appearances, all that fun stuff for all these different characters, right? All right, well, let's see. We did quite a few things actually on today's stream. It was mainly the main aim of the stream was to figure out how quickly we could gear up a lot of these characters that were like power leveling through, right? And we were able to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of gear that actually represent an upgrade. 2 bullions, which is another 2 pieces of gear, or potentially 1 piece of gear if we get a weapon, which is probably what we're going to spend our bullions on, or potentially trinkets. But I think even in those cases, it's 2 bullions per piece of gear. So, and I mean, we got unlucky RNG in that we got a second 489 cloak that we would have idly gotten something else on instead. So I mean, let's take a look at the timer here, and it's been about 3 hours. So in slightly, I mean, realistically, if you were a bit more efficient with this, in about 2 hours time, because we do also do some stuff on other characters as well, in about 2 hours time, you can get about half of your gear slots, more or less, filled with eye level 480 or above. Yeah, true. I guess I got unlucky with the RNG on getting the 418 trinket from the Time Rift cache. Oh, sorry. I guess you're saying that your main got a your main who's above 500 eye level got a 418 trinket as well. So I suppose it wasn't just my crappy luck with RNG. It was just Blizzard being Blizzard and doing Blizzard things, which makes me feel a little bit better, I suppose. Oh, we were gonna fly over and see what eye level and what cost the bullions get us. Now I wonder what eye level we need to be to run LFR on any of these characters. 463. So you would need quite a few of the 483 pieces in any case to farm up all of your bullions. But presumably if you were just trying to like gear up a character fast, your best bet is going to be to get to pick up as many of the bullions as possible, and then use that to like buy all of as many gear pieces as you can get, I guess. Yeah, because I guess these are all 493 pieces. So you're sort of, I mean, if you for each wing of LFR you run, you're almost guaranteed a piece of 493, except this is awakened gear, so you can upgrade it even further potentially, which is interesting. I wonder if there's like an easier way to farm up your bullions other than like doing the world events. Though we saw the only world events that really gave us any bullions was actually turning in that last hurrah quest. I don't think anything else really gave us so many bullions. So I guess maybe running mythic dungeons. I don't know how much effort that takes though, because I don't do much of it. But yeah, in any case, we did it on 2 characters at once. One character that we actually probably shouldn't have bothered doing it on, because we did get a bunch of items on this character, but my main already has gear that's far better than, well, not far better, but about the same, maybe a little bit better than what we would have gotten from all those gear sources anyway, so it was kind of pointless. Probably should have done it on my Death Knight instead, where we actually need gear pieces to upgrade, but hey, it is what it is. We did what we did, and I always feel weird about doing things on my alts before I do them on my main, so yeah. Probably something I need to get over. But with that said, we have been streaming for 3 hours at this point, and I feel like the only other things I'm going to be doing are going to be fairly similar. I mean, I may spend some time messing around with like gold making stuff, but yeah, I think that's more or less it in terms of like the things that I wanted to test out on stream today. I wanted to see roughly how quickly, I have no idea what that error was. I did want to see how quickly we can sort of gear characters outside of the event. And I mean, overall, it does seem like the event is probably still your best bet to gear up characters quickly. Just flying around to the zones, it requires definitely a lot less effort than this. And in all, we got, I mean, 2 of these we got from the event to begin with, right? So really, outside of the event, the only pieces that are anything better than what we would have gotten if we had just farmed currency or relied on random drops in the event itself is like I guess 2 additional 493 pieces, right? We got these 2 from the first 493 events. We got 1 more piece of 493 from the like last hurrah quest, and then we got 2 more bullions from that quest as well. So last hurrah, probably worth doing. The others, you're better off just running the event for. And I spent 3 hours of my time figuring that out for y'all. But yeah, so it seems like the Radiant Echoes event is probably also the best way to gear up your character, if you want to do it as passively as possible and as quickly as possible. The other nice thing is you can also do it while leveling up additional alts, if in case you don't have any class, at level 70 and you don't feel like doing the remix grind. It is a very viable option, not only to level up characters, but also to gear up characters, right? We took a look at the XP last stream. In this stream, we sort of, as a comparison's sake, I wanted to see what gearing through regular, like non-Radiant Echoes content was like. And yeah, honestly, not super impressed with everything outside of that, right? We did a time rift, we did Researchers Under Fire, we did these fusion cache, as well as we did a couple of random things like the Dream Seed quest and the like Dream Warden's quest and the Loam Niffin quest, and none of those really rewarded much in the way of gear, right? I suppose we got, I mean, if we were to count everything, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not going to count one of these because we got that from the the quest item, like from the last week's diffusion, the last week's Radiant Echoes quest, right? 5 and 6. So we got a total of 7 pieces of gear in about 3 hours. I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's probably pretty close. I don't know if you'll get 7 pieces of gear to drop. The drop rate doesn't seem that high on the event for 480s, especially if you're doing it on one character. Maybe if you're a bit more active with the events, like flying around the individual sub-events, you may be able to get them to drop more often, and you may be able to farm more of the currency, which will allow you to buy more of the rewards. But even that, I'm kind of skeptical of, right? Yeah, and I suppose doing all this other content is a little bit more exciting than just sort of flying around and doing those mini events. That said, though, I do really enjoy the mini events as well, especially as someone who's been playing this game for as long as I have. I feel like they have a lot of cute little callbacks and things like that. So I suppose, in conclusion, it's probably equally efficient. Heck, do both, right? There's no reason that you can't do both. Anyway, with that said, thank you so much for everyone who watched live. Seek, thank you as always for joining us on stream. Your chat messages definitely make me very, very happy. And also the fact that you are always there to correct all of the many, many things that I either forget or just get wrong is super, super handy. So thank you so much, specifically to you, Seek. With that said, I think we are going to start, well, I think we are going to end the stream here. But we'll be back online on Friday, 4 p.m. my time, which is 3 hours and 17 minutes before whatever time it is in your time zone right now. And we will be back on the beta and probably on the leveling realms as well. So with that said, thank you, everyone. Take care. Have a good one out there, and Seek, best of luck to you on your on the item that you need, on the transmog that you need from Remix, from the scenarios. Cool. Take care, man. Have a good one. Stay safe out there. Bye-bye.